Hello, hello, and the grind continues. Let's grind. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, chat. Exactly. If you're watching this on YouTube now, or if you're watching this on YouTube later, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, right? It costs you nothing, helps me a ton. And yeah, guess let's see what is happening. And also, good morning, Daysuri. You're early here as usual. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. But like, yeah, I said, you know what, I gotta do my dailies. Today is a really big day for an early account, right? Because we get an extra 500 energy. It's pretty massive. We're gonna have a lot to grind. We're gonna unlock the Doom Tower even. And pretty much my goal, obviously might not be able to happen today, but over the next few days, my next goal is to hit level 45. Now the reason for that is, at level 45, because of the link that I used, that also gave me LNRL, Burgess, and Tagwar, because of that link, we will be also getting at level 45 Deacon, right? That's gonna be pretty massive for the account, so that's why it's kind of like the goal, right? The goal is to get the Deacon as soon as possible, because I think instead of 200 rock, I think I'm gonna try and get Deacon to be my next 6-star, right? Because it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense, as Deacon's gonna be really, really good. It's gonna be really good for the accounts. It's gonna be perfect for dungeons, speed lead, decreased defense AoE, leech on the A1, you name it, he's got it. Obviously all the third meter boost. And there's some exciting news, right? There's some exciting news, and what I mean by that is, well, I kind of wrote into the man, the myth, the legend, Devil Jedi's Discord the other day, because, you know, I'm not the biggest brain when it comes to figuring out specific speed tunes, right? So when we're trying to just build a speed tune from scratch, I'm not the best at that, right? Like, no, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pretend I'm that good. No, that's not me. If you give me like a base speed tune, however, right, I can try and work around that, and then you know, go from there. So pretty much I wrote in their Discord, and I got a speed tune, right? I got a speed tune that should allow us, obviously, if the gear is gonna be there, and if the people are gonna be well built, it should allow us to hit Ultra Nightmare, 4K Ultra Nightmare, that's all I'm looking for, in 30 days, right? That's kind of like the whole goal of this account. So the one that you see over here is kind of like, you know, it gets to a 2-to-1 ratio team. It's gonna be affinity friendly. It's just gonna be awesome. Now the only question is gonna be, are we gonna have you know, we're not, it kind of looks like maybe we're not going to be getting that, what's it called, ally protection, or like the increased defense on the first AoE, so that might be a bit tricky, but yeah, we're going to look into it and see what we can do, right? So this is kind of like the base, right? Like I said, it goes 2-to-1 ratio, it shows everything, right? 200 rock always goes first to cleanse. If we're facing Spirit Affinity, she's always going to cleanse that. If we get a stun, she's always going to cleanse that because she goes first, so it's kind of gonna be the awesome tune, right? Deacon might just be the best epic. Honestly, like, yeah, I would argue that he is, right? Because of his overall versatility, I do believe Deacon is #1 epic in the game when we're calling like everything, right? Because if we're talking about the strongest one, is going to be, what's her name, Seer. Arguably, Seer is the strongest one, because obviously what Seer brings is she brings that best with clearing waves, right? Nobody does it like her. However, if we're talking about overall versatility, Deacon's gonna be the king, because Deacon's gonna be useful in Clan Boss, Demon Lord, Hydra, Chimera, you name it. He's gonna be good in dungeons. He's gonna be good in arena. Like, Deacon's just amazing everywhere. So hands down, Deacon is #1 epic in the game when we're talking about overall use. So yeah, but like I said, this is the speed tune. Honestly, the speeds don't look that crazy, right? The high speed that you need is 241, which might be tough to get in 30 days, but you need 241, 229, 228, 218, 217, right? So there's nobody like over 250 speed. So with the right speed gear, right, or maybe right speed perception, what's it called? Because it's a killable team, it might be stalwart, it might work. So I think the goal for this account is gonna be, as soon as I get my 6 stars that I want, just farm like crazy dragon, right? Just go crazy on farming dragon and go from there. Chip123, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But like, yeah, this is pretty much the way that the tune works, the tune looks. Now, obviously, ideally, this is something that would have to look at, because, like I said, Short on Skills, right? Shout out to Short on Skills. He's the one that kind of gave me this tune. But the base of it, right? The base of how this one looks is, okay, it looks good. It goes on 2-to-1 ratio. It's just the tricky thing from what we see over here is the fact that we do not have the first, you know, the first day we were not covered by ally protection, we're not covered by increased defense, at least, let's see, at least Deacon, Warboy, which is going to be our damage dealer, and the buff extender, which Godseeker Neri, this one can be Hellborn, right? This one can be Hellborn Sprite, that's the one that I have, it's already a 50. So, this is kind of like the one that we would use. Now let me see, I think it might just be like a small speed change. Yep, there we go. So just Hellborn can work, just needs to be a bit faster. So Hellborn will not be covered, our damage deal will not be covered, and Deacon. But then Vergis and Tuhanorak are still gonna have increased defense, still gonna have the ally protection, so that's how it works. Which means we're gonna need to get it really tanky. Or, again, up until I get to the point where I'm building the team, I'm gonna have a look around to see how can we get this one to work, right? Ideally, you know what, we might even do something quirky. Ideally, we might just get another buff extender, right? Let me see if I put another like Hellborn in here, or let's say Valerie, because I have Valerie. Does it work? Let's see if we just push the buff extension for later. Let's make this priority. Okay, so if we bring another buff extender, right, we're covered for everything. Now, the tricky thing would be, with this, we're gonna have decreased defense from Deacon, we're gonna have weaken from Hellborn Sprite, we're gonna have decreased attack from Tuhanorak, Vergis is gonna be our ally protector if we don't get a better one, and then Valerie gets another buff extender. So this, the way that I would do with this one is, I would maybe build 2 people in toxic sets, right, just to bring lots of poisons in there, because we're gonna have decreased defense, we're gonna have a weaken, like I mentioned, from Hellborn Sprite. It's the lower version, but still works. So you're still gonna do good damage with War Masters, just you're not gonna have any poisons, right? So worst case, I bring a second extender, which I already have Valerie, right? Because I got her from stage 1, right? She's a good buff extender. And then we have, like I said, I pulled Hellborn Sprite, right? I pulled Mystery Shards just after I was saying, like, oh, there's no res I need, honestly, because we have Tuhanorak, right? Because having her, you don't really care about getting Apothecary. Because we're gonna get Deacon, we don't really care about much other stuff. Don't really need Frozen Banshee, because you have, you know, you have Kale, you also have Eleanorel, so it's kind of like, there's not much. And just as I was saying that in the, you know, in our chat, in the free-to-play challenge chat, I pulled Hellborn Sprite. I'm like, oh wait, I need her. And she's awesome because, again, she brings buff extension, she brings increased crit rate, again, small version, but still it's good. Then she also brings the small version of the weaken. This one has a, what, 45% chance to land. Wait, no, 35 plus 15, 50% chance to land if fully booked, which, again, being a rare, should be easy to book this up. Gonna be good, right? Billy Knight, the cream pie guy, thank you for the follow. Svanti Peterson, hello, how are you doing? So yeah, this is kind of speed tunes. 30 days as a free-to-play doing Ultra Nightmare. That's the goal, trade trillionaire. That's the goal. It's 4K, right? That's what I'm looking only at. 4K Ultra Nightmare. Because the thing is like this, right? And the reason why I really wanted to do this challenge, since we have now the code for Tuhanorak, everybody can get it, right? You just create a new account, put code Desert Queen, or even if you want to do a referral, right? You do a referral, put code Desert Queen, you're still gonna get Tuhanorak. Now, getting an ally protector might be tricky. So, you know, this might be the tricky one without using a specific link. Like I use specific link that also gave us Vergis and also gave us Deacon, right? So this is the reality. If you use the specific code that I used that gives us all of these people, plus use the code for Tuhanorak, you pretty much have 1, 2, 3 heroes that come, that build your clan boss team. Then you have Valerie, which you can farm, right? You can farm 2 copies. And that's pretty much the thing. Now, obviously, one other thing that I could look at, but obviously I cannot do it. Actually, there's a way to do it. So the other thing I could do is just go on hellhades.com, go and look at, let's see, hero lookup, I guess. Let's see, what is that? Champion tier lists. So let's say we go over here, right? I would like to look at some filters, if I can get filters. Where is it? Actually, I think I just go to like one person. Let's just write Lady Mikage, right? Let's write Lady Mikage because she's a buff extender. Let's go over here, and usually you can go over here and look at like buffs or debuffs, right? Let's see, where was it? There's usually one over here. Champion auras, buffs, instant effects. Okay, we look at instant effects, and then we look at increased duration of buffs, right? Let's see, is there anything else that can be, that we can use? Increase buff duration, okay, view all champs. So who does buff extension increase? Okay, Latrion, Bambos, Corvus. Like Corvus would be insane, right? If you pull the Corvus, then that's awesome. He would bring buff extension, he would bring poison sensitivity, he would be ideal. Obviously Chris would be a king, it would be so much easier. Grezor would be a good one, Lanakis, good one. Oela, Shemnath, though it's not AoE. I think Taras does AoE, but again, Taras is insane. Wixwell, which I said I'm not going to use Wixwell if I pull him. Then Anchorite could be a good idea. Demetha obviously would be insane. With Demetha though, you would an unkillable team. But it kind of looks like if we're looking at this, the best options are kind of like, you know, legendaries or maybe Demetha, right? Even Anchorite could be an increased crit rate, increased crit damage, but ideally it's like, okay, who brings something that brings buff extension, who brings some healing or some poison, so Corvus would be ideal. 4K actually seems pretty doable with 200 rack. That's what I believe, right? I might not do it. I'm not saying I'm 100% gonna do it, but that's my goal. That's my goal, is trying to see, can it be done, right? Because if it can be done, then that's gonna open up pretty much the road for anybody that starts playing Raid, or anybody that comes back to playing Raid, or anybody wants to do a, I guess not referral again because it doesn't work, but it pretty much opens the door for anybody who wants to start playing Raid from scratch, right? If you're a first time player, or if you're somebody that played before, doesn't have an account, wants to come back, it opens the door, right? If we have this speed tune, I might even discuss with you know, Deadwood Jedi to just have it on the website, because this is, you know, the best and easiest way you can get yourself to Ultra Nightmare in as early as possible with a killable clan boss team, right? We're not counting if you get an unkillable, because if you do manage to get somebody like a Man-Eater plus a Painkeeper, if you have unkillable, you should be able to do it in, again, 30 days if you get a gear. If not, this is the next best thing. So, we discussed enough that, let's continue the grind. Let's see what is happening. Also, how's everybody doing today? I already finished this, right? I did a Dungeon Divers, just like not necessarily pushing it, but I was doing farming food. Got myself the Primal, got myself books, some other stuff. I'm sitting on a pretty comfortable stack of gems, which I'm gonna possibly, I'm not 100% sure, but possibly gonna get myself the second set of masteries. I think I'm gonna do that maybe, right? I'm gonna decide if it's gonna be Deacon or 200 Rock. But I think 2 people with masteries should be enough, and then after that, Minotaur 15 should be on farm, right? I don't need to buy for 3 people, I think 2 should be fine. I didn't send them to 6-star yet. Missions actually pushed, I got past the Justiciar one, I got the Sacred. Now we're on to next one, right? Clear Ice Golem, do the other stuff, so yeah, we're trucking along. We're actually trucking along, it's looking pretty good. I might still push some of these. Right, it's not the best rewards, like gems are really low that they give us. Then you do get some 5-star gear, some more gems. Okay, this is really good, right? 75 gems over here. So the more I get gems and the more I get some other stuff, the better. But you know, it's tricky. You do have the novice showing, hopefully go soon. Yeah, it should go today at whatever, after whatever time you started the account, right? Because I know you're 1 day late. So for me, last night at like 7 p.m. my time, which was, I think it's 5 days or 4 days, no, 5 days after you started the game, that one goes away. So for example, now we have a 5-night tournament, which I'm not sure I really want to farm, right? Because I can only farm stage 10 for now. And then we also have the Gear Ascension tournament, which again, I'm not going to be touching this as a, I'm not sure, maybe I could beat the first few stages, but it's not really worth it. My #1 goal, first week, is going to be to keep farming those chickens, right? Just keep getting chickens to get more 3 stars. Then, you know, in the meantime, do some arena whenever I see some easier fights. Like maybe, this is tricky though, like because of this guy, right? What's his name? Udex Arthur, that was given to everybody. It's tricky to win an arena, or if there's some Wukong, because I don't always go first. So if I don't go first, it's tricky. If I do manage to go, you know, first and then don't cut in and I survive, like for even like this, right? If I cut in, I should be okay. There we go. See? Madame removes buffs, puts decreased attack and stuff, and then Kale just kills. Now again, this one, if he goes first, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, maybe there's a chance. Okay, he does the revive first, that's fine. So right, as long as I can get some of my nukes away, I'm pretty good, right? Pretty good, there we go. I mean, obviously it's the earlier stage. It's not necessarily a priority. I'm doing this. Again, I'm doing the arena a little bit for the sake of grabbing those resources that it gives us for the arena, no, for the Great Hall, right? Getting the Great Hall stuff built up does help. Getting the missions pushed for progress missions does help, because again, that one gives us more books, gives us more shards, it gives us more stamina, more energy, more gems. It's just, you know, overall, it's an amazing thing to do. That's why the number one thing to do to progress your account, or like the thing to focus on, is always going to be progress missions. Especially because, you know what, if you get Arbiter, that's amazing, right? Arbiter is amazing, but it's not just that, it's all the rewards that we get along the way. That just makes sense to do. Okay, this one looks tricky. No, I think I've still got it. Do I though? Maybe. Okay, yep, I still got it, I think, for now. Come on, steal some buffs. There we go. Yep, so far so good. Stop attacking me, Matthias. I think that's Matthias, right? Matthias, whatever, one of the newer legendaries, as in the last year. He was really something like that. I never, like, built him. He didn't seem that amazing for me. Let's see. If you can win 6-star Rentus gear early, that can really help the gear. Yeah, that would be really helpful for, you know, pushing content. But for specifically for the Clan Boss team, Relentless is obviously a big no-no. Because when you're trying to build a speed tune, you want your people to go in a specific rotation, right? In a specific order. And obviously Relentless kind of throws that off, you know, out of the window. But yeah, early Relentless is good. I don't think, like I said, like I showed, I don't think I'm going to be pushing that Fire Knight. Because, first of all, I'm, again, really low stage. Secondly, there's somebody that already has 1500 points, so I'm not going to be competing with this one. I know that normally in the first few days, or at least up until you hit level 50, you're with other people that are level 50 or lower. Like the groups are a little bit slower, at least for stuff like this. And I'm not sure if it's for the Gear Ascension tournaments. I think this one is the same, right? Just because it kind of like wants to give you a chance. But look at this, like, I'm not going to compete with that. Even this one, again, the gear that we get for Fire Knight for the specific goal of this challenge is not good. Fire Knight all in all is better for the sake of progressing accounts, doing faction wars, right? Getting some regens, doing Doom Tower. But for what I'm trying to do, the number one goal is going to be for me, like again, after getting more 6 stars, to get to Dragon 20 at least, or at least 16, right? Now, why is 16 really important? Well, from stage 16, you stop getting Bruise and Mystery Shards from as drops, right? It's like those are kind of the main ones, right? 13 is the first goal, so you start getting 6-star. 16 is that you stop getting Bruise and Mystery Shards. Obviously 20, so you only get 5 and 6-star. Alin Balzato, salut, welcome. You don't need a full set, just good pieces. Yeah, exactly. Just need good pieces for other stuff. But like I said, for now, we're just trucking along. And honestly, I'm doing pretty decent, right? So I kind of been farming stuff. Do I need to? I think I need to keep her. Or no, wait. I don't need a Diabolist anymore. Because our diffusers TCR, I just need to try and grab one of these once I get there. Yep, live when people is at work. I mean, pretty much I'm at work, right? So some people work from home, so it works. It's kind of like I'm having my coffee, doing my dailies. Best time for me to go live for now. I might start doing lives at night sometimes, who knows, we'll see. But for now, I said, you know what, this is the best time. Let me just have my coffee, do my dailies. I got that extra ton of stamina, ton of energy. So let's go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, I was saying, so for chickens, I already I'm preparing to have like more 6 stars. I don't think I want the Diabolist. Now, one thing that I did mention that I want to make sure I keep is always have one person, if I can, for each of the faction that can do at least stage 1, right? Reason for that is, when we have the advanced quest that says, what is it, you know, win faction war material stuff, then we kind of need somebody. If there's, you know, 2 crypts open, you have nobody for them, you're kind of screwed. Now, the tricky thing is, when you get this, this is like the 4th or the 5th time in a row that I got defeat a faction war boss, so if that one comes up, I'm not going to be able to do it, right? With other ones. The only one that I can do it for now is going to be when I have Kale. So when I have the Dark Elves, right? Every other one is gonna be tricky. And Susie plays 41 months subscribed. Thank you, missus. Thank you. That's a long time. That's a long time. Like, for the sake of faction, or simple example, right? For the Sacred Order, you know who I'm using? I'm using this chick over here, right? Sister Militant. She has an AoE attack on the A1. That's all she does. If I do get Sister Militant to be for level 40, right, something like that, she's gonna be easy to do our campaign farming, right? Just throw some random gear at level 30 or 40. She just does AoE hits, and that's it, right? She's the one dealing with that. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, for example, just for sake of testing. I'm gonna get her to 3-star first only, right? Let me see. I'm not gonna use Bruce. Let's just go and farm her levels up. But if at level 30 she can do at least stage 1, right? That's all I'm trying. Stage 1. If she can do stage 1 for me, I'm good, right? That's all I need. Stage 1, we farm some of those materials. You get some more of those glyphs. Glyphs are also amazing. Because when I'm going to try to build a speed tune, it's going to require me to, you know, I might need some, just even level 1 glyphs to get my speed up there. That's going to be helpful, right? Because it's hard early on when you're lacking gear. It's hard to get the exact speed. So having level 1 at least glyphs is going to help. But yeah, factional is definitely really, really important, right? That's something nobody should be ignoring. If you're early or end game, everybody should be focusing because it does give one of the most limited resources in the game, and that's going to be glyphs. But even for like early accounts, right? Earlier accounts, you need those what's it called, materials to forge perception, even resilience. Low-level glyphs are crucial for speed tunes. Exactly, right? It's like you can have all the big ones that gives you 6, you know, between. I'm not sure because I've seen some changes. Like somebody maybe can clarify because again I've been gone for a few months. See some changes with the glyphs. Like they have different rarities. Do they give more stats? Or they have different stats? Do they have different ranges? What's the deal with that? But like yeah, even if you get like the bigger ones, that's not gonna be really helpful. Because like I said, you don't really need the bigger ones. You need the small ones. When you need 1 speed, you know, you're not gonna try to RNG the, you know, the low rolls. Like, oh, give me low. You're gonna want high stat. Okay, so the stats go higher. It's not like a bigger range. Because I know normally, for example, for speed, a 6-star speed glyph used to give between 3 and 8 speed. Now I've seen that there's common, rare, and then epic ones. Glyph rarity, just more stat bloat. Okay, so it goes higher. So let's say the normal one, the uncommon, the green one they were used to, it's 3 to 8. What's the next one? It's 12 or something now. Okay. Shahir 12, hello, hello. How are you doing? Actually, yeah, let me just get a few more stuff. You saw that I'm starting saving Shield Guard and Satyr. Now, the reason for those ones to be shaved is, well, Shield Guard is gonna be my faction crypt farmer, right? He's good, brings AoE, he's pretty tanky. And then Satyr is gonna be kind of like my cheat code for Fire Knight if I do want to do some Fire Knight, which I might not do. But you know what? It's good to build a Satyr on early account because he does help. He brings the 4-hitter, he brings the tag, tag gauge, wrong game. He brings 30-meter pushback and he can bring a decreased speed on the first kill. People broke 500 speed 2 days ago. Damn, that's crazy. You think 6-star legendary 812 speed? That's insane. Not bad, just running Demon Lord. Yeah, I already ran my ones. I'm waiting for reset to run the other ones, but I'm just pushing, right? Pushing food, getting more fodder, and kind of like main goal is get Deacon. But like, yeah, it's like, I don't remember how long it actually takes, because obviously as you get levels higher, it takes you longer to level up, right? Pretty much, the more energy used, I'm gonna be saying stamina a lot, I'm sorry. I'm playing too many gacha games, so yeah, but the more energy used, the quicker you level up. And obviously my main goal right now is to get to level 45, right? Level 45 gives us Deacon, and that's gonna be huge. So even though it might not be the most helpful, right, for my thing, what I have to do to push the Arbiter missions, it does help because you know what, gives me more, like I said, gives me more energy, gives me more gems. Then again, if you go over more energy, so all these extra pots of energy are energy that I'm missing out on because most of these things require for me to use energy anyway. So instead of just only focusing, for example, to farm 12-3, right, to get more chickens, I'm gonna be doing some other stuff. Maybe I get some random gear in the meantime. to try and push to the next level and get more resources to use. Because Deacon is crucial. Deacon is so good, he's gonna help everything else be easier. You're also almost able to one key Nightmare. Nice. What team are you using? Show here, what team are you using? But yeah, pretty much my goal is gonna be, after I get Deacon and start pushing some stuff, my goal is going to be to get Deacon to Hanorok 6-star, right? Those are my next 2 6-stars, starting with Deacon, because those 2 are guaranteed to be in the team, right? Deacon into Hanorok. Okay, I might die in this one. Oh boy. This has not happened yet. Yep, it happens. It's the first time I failed. Right, first time I failed. I don't really usually get 2 bombs. But it's fine. I'm not going to be building him with resist just because of a little bit of RNG. But yeah, like I was saying, Deacon and Hanorok are 100% going to be in the team. And that's the team I'm committing to build. So, you know, I might be pulling a better buff extenders. I might be pulling a better ally protector, right? If I get a Toragi, that would be insane, right? Toragi, the frog, would be godsend for this account. But if, you know, if I don't pull anything better, then I'm just gonna stick to the one that I'm using. Lazarius, Ninja, Roshkard, Silen, Adeline. Oh, okay, so it's just like a random team in there. No speed tune. Is everybody in? Does everybody? I'm guessing everybody has tier 6 masteries, War Master. You saw 44 speed on a helmet. It's crazy nowadays. Quad on a mythical. Jesus, that's insane. That's pretty much a boot, right? That's a that's a boot. Lazy GG, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, after I do this, I'm gonna go and test out, put some random gear, like I said, on Sister Militant at level 30 and see, is that enough for her to farm the faction creep for Sacred Order or not? Also, I'm waiting to level up some more gear up until the gear enhancement starts in a few minutes. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So this one, a few more minutes still. So let's put Sister Militant. The quirky thing is though, commons cannot be ascended, right? So you're missing out on a few stats. Let me see. Oh god, really? Do I have no chest? Oh yeah, I was like, what's this? I saw the red dots and I was like, what's that? Okay, so let's see. First of all, maybe a speed boot. Just gear and glyphs, you can hit 350 speed, no base speed, no set bonus, so just gear, glyphs and session. That's crazy. Buggy Games, hello, hello. Yep, I am back for a short period at least, right? I'm doing a 30-day challenge for with my, you know, I challenged myself to see if I can get to Ultra Nightmare in 30 days with a Power Start account, as in a specific link, with a promo code to get Hanorok. And you know, it's actually fun. There's quite a few people in the community that joined me, so that's exciting. Okay, let's get some of that. Pretty much anything that I've leveled, maybe a speed boot. Do I get lifesteal on her? I guess, you know what, let me just, oh no, I don't want to put like the good gear stuff on her. And I don't want to use this 5-star speed boots. Just want to find out if you're gonna release video on King Arthur update, some interesting looking things there. Mr. Mo, yes, I'm gonna do, I usually do on Wednesday when the update happens, I'm gonna do a video. So after I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna record that, see what the update is, and give my opinions on that. I'm still playing it, just a little bit more, you know, in maintenance mode. I'm still gonna cover King Arthur, just not as, you know, there's not much to cover, unfortunately. There's not much to do, and views have been a little bit meh, so I kind of went, you know, oh come on, double flat HP. I kind of went a little bit more of a chill mode on it. Okay, let's see. Can I complete a random set? Oh yeah, no, bruh, I said I should stop. Why am I leveling stuff up? I should wait another 2 minutes till this happens. In the meantime, I guess let me just collect some more rewards. Give me that silver. We're gonna get the chickens. I honestly think I should just 6-star Kale right now. I'm gonna obviously get his level 16 gears, because I already have it prepared, right? It's ready to 16, ready to 16. This one's ready to 16. Obviously, I was being efficient, waiting for the gear enhancement event to get extra reward. Is this my alt account? This is a brand new account right here. So I have no more account. I have no alt, no main account, no nothing. I gave my account away when I quit in December. And pretty much you just started a brand new one using a specific link, right? that gives you some good starter heroes, such as like Tagwar, Eleanor, Verges. Then I use the promo code they give me to Hanorok, and then there's also like a quirky link that you can use that gives you Madame, and then a promo code they gave me Bellower. So, you know, extra power start account that everybody can do pretty much. This update looks good, so hopefully it helps with views, new arena mode, new conqueror bosses, and new gear. Yeah, exactly. I was expecting that, so I'm definitely gonna have a look at it. Okay, what was I doing? So I was doing this. Okay. Yes, let's level up some more people in there. So her at 3-star, maybe it's okay for now. Let me just use some of this. Give her 4 stars. Come on, stop lagging. Why are you lagging? There we go. Not gonna 6-star her yet. Let's do the chickens, because why not? I guess let me do a few more runs to get some more uncommons to get to 3-star. The community event looks like a rebrand of Titan events. Yeah, pretty much. That's what kind of, I mean, to be fair, we know that's what they're good at, right? They're good at rebranding the same thing and just releasing it as a new thing. But you know what? If it's exciting, if the rewards are good, if people enjoy it, why not? How much time took to 6-star kill? I mean, honestly, I went a little pretty chill. I 6-star him in like 3 days. I mean, pretty chill. I didn't hardcore grind as I usually do. So it took me like 3 days, which, you know what, that's pretty okay to me. Think I got him on Monday? Yeah, I think, or was it yesterday? Let me check, because I posted in our chat. Let me check, when did I actually get him to 6-star? So, let me scroll up and see. But I do think it was 2 days ago. Okay, so it was on the 26th at 3 p.m. Yeah, Monday, so that's 3 days, because I started Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So pretty much 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 days. Almost, not full 3 days, right? Not the total amount of hours, but just about there. Normally you can do it in about 2 days, depending on how hard you grind. It just didn't go too crazy. Depends on how much you decide to commit, right? If you decide to use most of the gems for stuff. With the HH free-to-play game, people had 6 stars on day 1. Yeah, that's possible. I've seen it. Also depends who do you choose as your 6-star, right? Because I made a video yesterday that maybe, again, it might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, but as an example, if you decide to make your first 6-star, if you go with the Supreme Gaelic code, if you decide to make Supreme Gaelic your first 6-star, well, it's easier, right? Because you don't need to get your starter to 4-star and then 5-star and then 6-star. You just need to get the chickens ready. And Supreme Gaelic is actually a really good candidate as the first 6-star. I would 100% still do it, even though, like, yeah, I've had some people say, like, oh, it's not as, you know, it's not a good idea because it's hard to, you know, ascend them. I agree, but honestly, because they have such higher base stats, oh, come on, I always keep using the wrong stuff. Because they have such high base stats, you're not as desperate to get them awakened to 6-star day 1, right? Like the first few days, you can do it, right? You can slowly get to that point without any big issues. That's my opinion. Again, that's my opinion. That's what I believe. And I'm actually, right, depending on things are gonna look, depending on how things are going to look, I might even try that, right? If after this one's done, I'm gonna start a different one, pretty much, right? So after this one's done, there's gonna be a period where I'm gonna, I think, the Godforge stuff should line up pretty well. I'm gonna do the Godforge stuff, right? Do the alpha, whatever, the tower thing. Enjoy it as much as possible. Then when there's that break, I'm gonna start then I'm gonna start a new series, pretty much, I think, with trying to get Lydia as soon as possible, and I'm gonna go with Supreme Gaelic as a starter. Correct, I 6-star Supreme Gaelic, 12 hours of farming day 1. It's actually faster now with all the freebies. Exactly. The game gives you so much stuff. Gives you the chickens, it gives you the, you know, Call of the Arbiter stuff, which keeps giving you a ton of energy, so it's definitely a lot easier. Okay, artifact event started. Let's see, energy, gems, energy, yes. Okay, let's start maxing Kale's gear out. Hopefully I don't kill all of it. Is there a clan quest I can get for that? Plus the Apprentice Pass. Now the Apprentice Pass is tricky because the Apprentice Pass gives you more rewards, or like the higher level rewards, only when you do your starter. Did you choose your starter Gaelic if you chose Supreme Gaelic, Nil the Noble? Because obviously you get the Apprentice Pass tinkered around your starter, right? Like if you look over here, it says equip Kale, ascend Kale, right? Everything's around Kale. And also the second thing is Gaelic. Yeah, makes sense. Because if you don't, then obviously you don't have the right crypt. So if I would have chosen Supreme Gaelic as my code, I would have had to pick Gaelic as my starter so that I had the Orc crypt open for a full week. Otherwise, it gives you, you know, whichever one's for your starter. But yeah, let's check this out. Let me see if I just throw people in there. Let me get the gear on her. Nope, I don't need team setup. Let's see. So, speed boot. Okay. Then there was a piece that I already leveled, or did I not? Oh no, I was gonna level. Which one would be better? I guess let me just go with this one. Gives me a bit of speed. Get it to 12. Not sure Supreme Gaelic works anymore. I think I've seen people that used it and still worked. I just saw an ad about it like yesterday. Supreme Gaelic should still be there. With 7 days free faction was open where I farm. I just farm it already. Exactly. And think about it like this. If you use the right link to download install the game, you get also Tug of War. So you have Tug of War, Gaelic, and Supreme Gaelic. You have a 3 power star. Healer, Reviver, increase speed, and 2 damage dealers. You should be able to push pretty high. Andrew, thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate it. Michael Lens 1975. Good morning, good morning. Only real argument for 6-starring the starter is to complete a novice pass. If you don't care about that, then choosing the choice Lego is totally viable. Exactly. And the thing is, the reason why I personally, for example, chose to go with what's his name, Kale, and chose to go with Tuhanorak is because I'm trying to do a specific challenge, right? I'm trying to see if I can get to Ultra Nightmare. Everyone think I quit overall. Well, I did quit overall, Buggy. I did quit overall. That's the truth, right? That's what I said in my video when I quit in December. And the reality was, I never said, because I had lots of people on YouTube being like, oh, you said you're never coming back. I never said that. Plus, if I can't come back, why hate, right? Like, you know, the majority of people were happy that I'm back. I'm having fun. It's my job at the end of the day, right? So if this one is gonna help, right? If this one's gonna make me more money, I'm gonna do that. Because you know what? If I'm enjoying it and I'm gonna make more money, it's a win-win. I have to pay my bills. I have to eat. It's my main, you know, this is my job. So people decide to hate on it. I'm sorry, you can just fuck off. Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, I try to be nice, but I'm also gonna be blunt because, you know, I have to. Dagger's the Beast, not super useful for the challenge, but long term. Yeah, he can be really useful with the healing, revive, and stuff. Okay, 2 more pieces of gear, not the resist one. Let me see what else. Do I have anything that's leveled? I don't want to push the lifesteal pieces. And I cannot complete another set unless I try something different. I'm not gonna take from somebody else. I guess, you know what, let me just put these 4 and then just try another random one. Let me see what's this. Attack percent, yeah, just a random piece. People are stupid sometimes. God, it's a game, not worth. Exactly, it's like, I'm not doing politics. I'm not offending people by coming back or whatever. I'm just, you know, I'm having fun. I came back to have some fun, to play the game. If the views are good as well, it's a win-win. So, you know, people need to chill. I didn't kill anybody. I'm not a shill. I didn't come back because, I don't know. It's like some people are like, oh, you came back because of the money. Well, not really. Because the views, honestly, the views are better, but it does not necessarily translate into more money. Because the RPM, which is, you know, views, pretty much money per use, revenue per 1,000 views, it's not bigger than King Arthur. Right? It's not higher than King Arthur. King Arthur still has a higher RPM. So this one might make a little bit more money, but it's not, you know, it's not guaranteed yet. Plus, if I did choose to come back because of money, but I'm also enjoying the game and I'm, you know, putting out or trying to put out quality content, why is that a problem? Like, I don't get it. Even if you say you're not coming back, I mean, at the end of the day, no one's stopping us from playing a game that we want to play. Exactly. It's like, if I want to play, why should I not come back? Do you plan on staying long term again or just for the challenge? J Terabas, for now it's just gonna be the challenge, but I'm not, you know, I was blunt and I'm always gonna be blunt. I'm always gonna be transparent and honest. My end goal is to cover Godforge, right? That's my end goal. I want to play Godforge. I want to cover it. I want to do, you know, I want to become one of the top 5 content creators, because I'm not gonna be #1, right? There's a lot of bigger content creators out there that already have bigger communities, but I want to be top 5 content creators for that game. It looks like it's gonna be up right up my alley, as they say, for the way that it looks, for the mechanics and everything. So, you know, that's the main goal. But after this 30-day, there's gonna be, I think, a period where Godforge comes in, where I'm gonna be covering Godforge. But then there's gonna be another pause period, right, between alphas and between the beta and early access and whatnot. That's when I'm gonna come back. So I'm gonna be pretty much shuffling between Raid, Godforge, and then also I'm gonna be covering some King Arthur here and there. But I think the King Arthur side is gonna be just like 1 video a week, right? Or maybe like, what if something happens, I'm gonna have some videos on it. So happy to see you back. Mohamed Ismail Sheikh, thank you. Appreciate it. Really missed your content, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It's good to be back, right? Plus, if I'm back and people are happy about it, it's like, why should I not stay back? Are you gonna try Theory Star? No. Unless I get a sponsorship, I'm not gonna try Theory because it's just not really up my alley again. Not the type of genre I like. I personally don't like anime games, right? I love watching animes. I watched a ton over the years. Just I don't like the anime graphic games. Then it's also about, you know, sci-fi, all about space and stuff. I don't like that as well in games or anything. And then it's also mostly arena focus, which I don't like as well. So it's 3 things that doesn't make me like it or want to try it. But again, if I do get a sponsorship, which at the end of the day, that's, you know, that's the way our job works. You do get sponsorship sometimes. If I do get a sponsorship or like a longer term one, and I play it and I seem to enjoy it, I might be covering it. Like, nothing's 100% sure. My main RSS streamer, it's Nacho Plays, Chill Plays. I love him. My favorite thing there is when you go in and he goes like, Nacho. That's I just love it. I love it when Nacho does that. And yeah, he's really chill. He's really nice. He's amazing. Yeah, Etheria sounds like like really quality stuff. But yeah, as you can see, Sister Militant at level 30 can pretty much do it with just random other people you throw in there. She can be your faction wars farmer for stage 3. So that's good, right? That means I should be covered with my Sacred Order for now. Actually, wait a second. I just remembered. Oh wait, we have her. Maybe I should have not focused her hard, but I guess level 30 is not that bad. We're gonna get Deacon as well, right? Deacon Sacred Order. He's gonna be awesome for this. But for now, we got some of our resources. We got the stuff that we needed. We getting our 5 little gems from there. We'll take it. Great to see you back, bro. Much respect. Thank you, Craig. It's good to be back. Here, let's see what's happening. Oh, we have an application. JT, presume somebody for the challenge. I mean, we have spots. So I'm just gonna accept people. I need people that are active, right? We just need people that are active to take down stuff. Just people that have now logged in for several days. I'm just slowly gonna be removing like 666 Demon. If he does decide to come back, or if you watch this later, Demon, just let me know. I'm just trying to let people that are active, because it does help for Demon Lord. Give you my prime to feed your wife and baby so you can make content for us to watch. I remember you before you got married. Thank you. You are ULR Great Moose. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Right? If anybody has free primes and wants to use it on me, I would appreciate it. Right? It's my full-time job, like I said. So thank you. Going to grab a coffee. Be right back. Okay, I'm having my coffee as well, Shahir. But yeah, Great Moose. I appreciate the prime. 1 second, guys. I just gotta let the puppy out. She's insane. So if the missus is watching, Susie's watching. If she barks, just let me know. I'm just gonna let her go outside because the puppy be crazy. Okay, I'm back. And also open the window because you know what? My corner gets really warm. Plus, I'm really prone to getting, you know, warm and sweaty fast. So, ooh, we're almost opening the Doom Tower. Okay, that one's done. Advanced. We need to get some pieces here. Fight in tag team arena with a team from a single faction. I can do that. I guess first of all, let me just use some of that stamina. So it's some of the energy. So that it regenerates. Let me see. One thing that I really like is they actually added the super rates for campaign. I really wish they would add them for the potion keeps and especially for a Minotaur. Like, why is it not a thing for Minotaur as well? If they added over here, I do believe honestly that for the Minnow they just did it so people still try to buy with gems, so they're more, you know, so there's a high chance to actually spend gems to buy them instead, and then maybe they you know, spend money. It's a tricky. Primo Victoria, how's it going? Uchu Kalin, hello. How are you, Cremon? I wish they had super race for Minotaur. 100% agree. Like, why is it not a thing? Why is super race for Minnow not a thing yet? I do believe, again, just the reasons I said before, they're just trying to get money off people. They're trying to have people use their gems for them and then maybe buy more gems so that they can buy masters because it's so long and tedious. However, honestly, while I was gone, I was keeping an eye on what's happening. I was doing takeovers. So if anybody's ever interested in a takeover, just hit me up on Discord. I do offer that as a paid service. I still have good references, right? I've been doing takeovers for people, for Hydra, for Dungeons, for Chimera, for Demon Lord. I still do takeovers. I'm pretty good. Plus, you know what? It's, even though like I don't have the most up-to-date knowledge, it's still easy for me to do them because, you know, I do have the 5 years experience. Plus, with the Hell Hades optimizer, just makes it easy to find the best team and build them. So, yeah, still got it. Still can do takeovers if anybody's ever interested. Plus, you know what? If I have takeovers and you know, I start getting them regularly, I'm just gonna do them on streams. Maybe I'm just gonna start doing night streams and then just do the takeovers on stream. Why not? Because I can afford, right? The time is I can afford to go live at night. Luckily, because Susie the missus usually goes with Lily to sleep at night at around, you know, 8, 9, 10 depending. So around that time I can always just jump into a few hours of streams, takeovers and stuff. I'm fine, thanks. Not really playing anything anymore, but glad to see your smug face. Fuck you. If I'm swearing a bit, guys, and it's the first time you're here, I do it right. I don't excessively swear. I used to swear like I used to never swear up until I married or like met Susie. Then I started swearing like a trucker. That's not to say it's because of her. It's just for some reason that's how it came up. The coincidence. I became a trucker as soon as I got married. Okay, boom, boom. Oh yeah, I leveled up, so I need to keep going. Keep going. Get a couple of more of these. Start your account 2019 and you was a free-to-play player ever since, right up until last week. Oh no, what happened last week? What made you spend last week? I got married and boom. Guess what, motherfucker? Oh, shard events. Yep, the FOMO got you. The FOMO got you. That's what Raid does best. That's what Raid does best. It does the FOMO. The reality is, with what is happening out there in this genre, with this specific style, Raid is step number one. Because reason number one, obviously, they have good graphics. They have a lot of good content. But reason number like 2, or like that's maybe reason number 1, they push the most into marketing out there. Like I have not seen another company to push as much marketing as they do, and that was the winning card for them, right? It worked. It is kind of a meme in certain other, you know, other games, other communities. Raid's a meme, but it is a good game at the end of the day, and they're pushing lots of marketing. Viewing takeovers where you talk through what you're accomplishing on the account help build your channel, viewers, knowledge, and support. Exactly. Plus, it's a win-win, because at the end of the day, if I do that on streams, it's also content for me, right? If people decide to watch them back later on YouTube, I get a little bit from ads as well there. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not making a lot of money from YouTube, right? It's, you have to be a bigger creator, or also I think it has to do with my country. For some reason, I think because I'm in Romania, my the YouTube payments are lower than other ones. I don't know why. Like, it has, I think it's something to do with the location as well. Because like so many times we would cover the same things, right? And pretty much our communities would be the same between me and Susie, but she would always have higher RPM than me, right? She would have higher payments than me, even though I would have like more views for us on certain things. I definitely think that has to do something, even though it's like I kind of tried to research it and never says that. I do think for some reason, because I'm from Romania, it's like, I don't know, views suck. It's like, oh, you're Romanian, fuck you. You never told anyone you play Raid. Oh my god, are you ashamed, Mr. T2 Sugars? Shards are the last thing I would ever buy in Raid. I'm free to play. Only thing I would ever consider is daily gems and Forge Pass. Yeah, that makes sense. Iki Raid. Those are better quality. Shards are a trap. Shards are if you're desperate for dopamine, right? The reality is, Raid is a pretty free-to-play game, right? With the right start, you can do almost everything in a game. Just obviously, you're not going to be able to compete as high with other stuff. But it is pretty generous and pretty... sorry, it's not generous. It sucks with giving shards. Like, I can't believe I've been playing for a week and I just had a few summons and then these ones. Like, they definitely need to give a few more. Like, maybe, I don't know, give us more ancients so that in the first 3 days or something you pull a legendary or whatever. Because they're not generous with that at all, considering has, I don't know, almost 900 heroes. So this one's almost 300. This one's what? So this one's 468, 668, 700 something, plus 160. Yeah, close to 900 heroes. It's like, yeah, really needs to be more generous. Arbiter mission got a 4th, level 50. Should I do Verges or Tagor? I need your professional opinion. I think I would go with Verges, because if you're going to use him for the clan boss, that's good. Tagor can be good as well, but honestly, I personally think I would rather, if I was going to use the Reviver, I would rather use Brodma instead of Tagor. Because he brings that revive with block damage. And he also brings the turn meter boost, increased speed, and increased crit rate, plus a freeze. I think he would be a better Reviver. I personally went for my 50 to be, what's her name? Hellborn Sprite. 2 reasons. 1, she's a buff extender, right? If I don't build anybody else. But 2, she has a triple hitter with healing reduction. She can be good for Fire Knight. Who's Tagor? This one over here, the Reviver. Orc Reviver. Double hit A1 with increased defense, AoE hit with increased speed and heal. And then also Revive with shield. It's just, I don't really like Revivers that don't bring something else, or they revive with low HP. I don't like it, because they revive and you get hit, you die again. Whereas Broadma at least revives and they come with block damage. You know? At least, I guess this helps as well. Decreases damage received by allies by 50%. HP or less by 10% can be good. Yeah, Tagor and Relentless can be good. Keeps putting that shield, keeps doing those heals and increased speeds. Stopped playing Raid about 3 years ago. Been watching you guys before you got married. Just want to say much respect. Good to chill a while with you, bro. See ya. Craig, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate the support, the love. You're awesome. Have a great day. Have a great day and a great rest of your week. Okay, we did that. So let's see. Shahir says 140 Canadian dollars on the Veteran Progress Pass and $114 on the Daily Gem Pack. Okay. That is what made you spend purely for shards. Yeah. Yeah, the Veteran Pack is kind of tricky. I think, is that one of the ones over here? The limited one? Or the Daily Progress one? Oh my god, there's so many packs in here. Yeah, I'm not sure this is worth it. This is like... The rewards overall are not as good, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, for $100. I think this should be 2, this should be 15, this should be 5 at least. Used to go around your auto count a lot, use him in hard Hydra did 40 million for example, that's good. Yeah, never buy shards, always a trap. Okay, let's see, so I did the Sacred Order faction war, I just need to do one more run. Finish it. then I need to do the 3v3. The progress pack are such a scam. Yeah, exactly. Like the only ones that are like can be decent packs are the ones that are kind of like the wildcard ones that you get once every 21 days, I think it was. Those are the good ones, which obviously those ones you only get them if you don't spend. Okay, let's see, can I push this further or maybe not? Oh, wait a second, before I do that, let me just level up his pieces of gear. That should help. Okay, now that's what you want to see. 26,000, that's it. And he gave me speed, thank you very much. Come on, give me speed on this one, or crit rate or something. Flat attack, it's fine. Ooh, and then this is the big one, 620,000. But my kill is in all 6 pieces, 16 gear, there we go. And I guess I can ascend him, because I'm just gonna send other ones. Let's get him to 6-star ascension. So I can eventually get the banner on him, but give me this so I can get more chickens. 2 4-star chickens, gonna help with one of my next 6 stars. Challenges, fully ascend a rank 6 champion, there we go, I did that as well. Keep a champion from every faction in your collection, I'll eventually get this, that's gonna be good gold. With gems I got from the veteran pack and daily gem pack, I did get a primal shard of which got your first mythical, nice. Yeah, mythicals are pretty crazy. Yeah, the levels ending with 7 give pretty good shard prices. Still have... Yeah, way too expensive. They give you those sacreds for like lower than usual price. That will got you Lazarius. Nice. So I'm gonna say King Arthur did it again. This new patch is good. Okay, JR, I'm gonna check it, right? After this, after I'm done with my live stream, I'm gonna make a video on the update. But is it enough or not? I don't know. I think they're actually gonna save this game. Yeah, they were. My problem is they decided to do this too late. Too many people already quit. Right? Too many people already quit. So that's you know, a little bit late from them. 3 bosses, no arena. Yeah, they've been doing good for the last month. I just wish they moved a little bit faster, right? It's still better later than never, right? But still. We're gonna have to see. I'm obviously gonna still cover it here and there. I'm gonna check out new bosses and whatnot. Ugh, hate the stuns. Go away. As long as my kill survives, I'm good, I guess. Oh my god. He gets smacked. Don't die on me, Light. Stop stunning me. Yeah, I think he's gonna die. Or just about survives. Or die. I don't know. Still got it. There we go. Still got it. Now I'm just gonna rerun this a million times up until it actually works, right? If you compare the two and how long it took Ray to just add 6-star gear, let alone 5 more level to dungeons, yeah, I mean, it was a different time though. Like nowadays, there's so much more competition, there's so much better tools to build stuff, so you know, and you cannot compare them the same, right? You cannot compare the way the Raid was, because when Raid came out, it was there was a lot less tools, you know, it was a lot harder to release and build new stuff. Like, oh my god, I'm actually defending Raid, but it's like, you know, you cannot really compare them anymore. It's like stuff that comes out these days is you know, what you want to compare. The number one thing that King Arthur does not do good is lack of marketing. They don't do enough marketing, honestly. Brett Jackson, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, that's the number one thing. King Arthur's just not doing enough marketing. Yeah, it's like if they did more marketing, then like, yeah, it would have been so much higher than it should have been. However, the problem was, this is the thing, right? You release a new game, you're being generous, which is, I guess, it's kind of double-edged sword, because they were so generous. Most people beat stuff, like I beat almost everything in the game free to play, right? With no content creator perks, no content creator anything, because that's not a thing in their game. I beat everything, and then I was like, okay, what am I doing? And by the time they did realize they did release something new, it was kind of like 2-3 months after I beat everything. That was if I'm like that, a lot of people are like that. So too many people already quit, and it's hard to get people back once they quit. Sometimes, you know. I argue with King Artist, they are too generous. Yeah, a little bit too generous. It's like if you're gonna be the one game that does it pretty good with being generous but also keeping level of difficulty is Watcher of Realms, right? Watcher is doing it amazing. It's like they're generous, they give you a ton of summons, give you legendaries and stuff, but they have such a good system and such a good economy that you don't ever feel like, oh my god, I have to, you know, it's too easy. It's always like, okay, it feels easy, but at the same time it's hard. It feels generous, but at the same time you don't get everything. So Watch of Realms is actually one of the ones that's doing the perfect job of combining that. I feel like, for example, Raid's doing an amazing job overall, but I think the one thing that Raid needs to do, honestly, is just be a little bit more generous. A little bit more generous, at least early on, and then lower the pity a little bit, right? There's so many legendaries in the game, there's so much stuff. The pity cannot be that high still. Like the simplest example was, you know, when I quit, when I quit back in the day, it took me, what, I've been playing for 1.5 years after Primals were released, and I still had not hit a pity on Primals that gives you mythic heroes, right? Mythic champs. I'm like, come on, you can already see a piece of content that's like, oh, fuck off, I'm gonna die. You can already see a piece of content that's kind of like, okay, I'm survived. You can already stuff that's mostly like, if you don't get lucky, it sucks, you know, it sucks to be you, or you gotta get a credit card in order to take advantage of it. Like, yes, they gave us Lady Mikage and some other ones, but you cannot make Primals be, you know, again, I was getting most of them from almost everywhere daily, and still, it was 1.5 years or something like that, and I still had not pulled one from this. I pulled one from Remnants, because I just a random RNG, but, you know, it's... they're a little bit too cheeky with those. They need to give more. I think what Ray needs to do is fix servers, fix bugs, and explain how skills work, etc. more clearly. I mean, luckily he has such a good content creator, you know, such a good bunch of content creators that if you are somebody that watches YouTube, you can kind of, you know, get your knowledge from them, right? There's so many content creators for Raid. You're always going to find somebody you like. You're always going to find somebody who explains the way that you want. And they, you know, most of them cover even foreign languages, right? Not just all English content creators. So I think they don't really need to do the best in there because they do have a lot of, like I said, lots of content creators makes them be able to be lazy. Even though, like, yeah, a lot of people don't actually watch YouTube. Have mythical books spare should be that yeah, should be the other way around, exactly. But should it be like that though? See, that's maybe a two-way. Like, are you sure you do that? What if you get lucky and you pull, you know, you get good RNG on pulling mythics and you don't have books? Then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I wish I had more books. Okay, so I'm starting to get some more chickens. Chickens. Yes. Okay, that's 2 more 5-star chickens ready, and we're on the road to some more. That's the name of the game. Chicken now. I should not have to go watch Saf to figure out what the heck is happening. That's true as well. Let's go chickens. I still need to get to the level like I said. Okay, I need to get some piece of gear. I need to fight in Tag Team Arena. Okay, let's fight in Tag Team Arena. Can I get some easy ones? It said use a team from a single faction, right? Which means, let me just do this. Remove all of those ones. Let me do this over here or over here. That. Wait, don't go in there, Bellow, or don't be the guy. I feel like you should always have more champions than books to empower them. 100%. 100% should. Like Watcher, for example, does that, right? You get a lot more legendaries, just you don't have enough of the skill crystals to max out their skills. Fair enough. It's kind of like, you know, it's better to have a choice between, like, do I choose to go with this one or with that one or whatever, than to have, you know, all of those, like, okay, who do I use them on? Nobody, because I don't have it. Purple Gecko crafts Chrissy Turnstile. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, let's collect that. Okay, let's go with dungeon. So with dungeon, I feel like let me just do a couple of runs over here. You know, this sucks. This sucks because it's I need more multi-hitters. Let me see, can I beat this again? Because I might do a few of these, a few Fire Knight runs just to get a couple of those gems or whatever. To actually, if it's worth it, I will have to see. But yeah, I pretty much, what I need to do is I need to keep using my energy. I need to use a ton of energy so I hit level 45 as soon as possible, right? That's the goal. Hit level 25 as soon as possible, 45 as soon as possible, so that I can get myself that juicy Deacon. Decrease speed, yes, that's what I want to see. She's gonna do the cleanse though, so that's gonna be amazing. Bye gems. I know, I mean, luckily we get a ton, right? We actually do get a ton. Oh wait, I should have not come here. I should have done the progress mission, so maybe I should have gone to Ice Golem. It's fine, I'll go to Ice Golem after. There we go, healing reduction. There we go, healing reduction from this baby rare that does buff extension as well. I mean, they did that Carnage and Embrace on top of Mikage and the Hard Faction or Mythical. I know, but how long does it take you to do that? Think about it like that, Iki Ray, right? If you're not somebody that has been playing, if you start playing after they were added, it takes you at least a year, if not more, to start getting close to Carnage. Push missions now that you need the advice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I just came over here because I'm like, oh yeah, there's a Fire Knight going on. But with the missions even, I don't necessarily want to push them to get Arbiter. I'm pushing them because I'm trying to get the resources it gives us, right? The gems, the energy, some pieces of gear and whatnot. That's kind of like why I'm doing progress missions. Because my goal here is not going to be efficient with everything. No, my goal here is to get my team to 6-star, right? Full team, so that I can get to 4 key. Hopefully, I can get to 4 key Ultra Nightmare in 30 days. That's the goal of this account. Right? 4 key Ultra Nightmare in 30 days. I'm really curious if I can do it. Might be tricky with gear. Might be tricky with the heroes I have, with the champs I have. There we go. Got some gear, some Savage. Defeat bosses. Thank you very much. But yeah, this one. Need to Ice Golem speak. Let me see. Can I push higher? Stage 11. Let's see. Boom. Then I guess Verges, Poisons, and Ally Protection. Kind of like my main team for everything. I'm not gonna do super raids. I'm gonna do super raids once I know I can beat it. Obviously, ideally, I would like to have Madame Serus faster, but it's kind of hard once you have, you know, 6-star, whatnot. But it's okay. I'm curious if Kale's gonna die from too much damage, because now he has War Master and stuff. Embrace you can get pretty quick, Mikage is RNG and that sucks. Carnage is a grind, but you really don't get a ton of mythical books. So yeah, Carnage is the one that sucks and is close to impossible to get, because he's the one from hard stages of Curse City. Embrace, I don't remember. Which one is Embrace? Maybe I missed it. I think Embrace came out after I quit. Which one is Embrace? Embrace is Chimera. Okay. So how many does it drop? Does Embrace drop? Does Chimera drop similar amount to how what's her name? Mithrala fragments drop? Because Mithrala, if you do decent, you know, if you choose the right stages, you can get Mithrala in like 3 months, right? So if it's the same, then okay, that can be good. He's from Chimera. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I said, I missed him. I didn't. He was not out when I quit. 1-2 per chest. Okay. And is it as usual? If you kill it, you get double chest, right? So that means you get between 2 and 4 a week. But then if you do another, so let's say you do one chest on the one difficulty, one chest on another. Let's say you average 4 to 8. Let's say an average of 5 a week, right? So that means 20 weeks. Split that by 4. In 5 months you can get him. So that's not too bad. Similar but Hydra's harder, yeah. You can get earlier than 4 months, 3 months. Okay, that's interesting. Your farming lasts for just your CR fusion. Nice, there you go, Daysori. I just did just the CR thing yesterday, so you're definitely catching up. There we go. Good morning, GZ1987. How are you doing? Only 2 keys, so 2 4 per week tops. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So you do have 2 keys, but let's say you do 2 of them, right? Let's say you do one difficulty and then the other, and you get double chests, right? Don't you still get double chests if you take it off? So you get double chests, you get 2 double chests, that would be 4-8. That's what I was calculating. Okay, there we go. Right, let me look at it. So let's say I get the earliest chest, right? Okay, you only get 1 from here, 1 from, okay, so it's only 1 from the early stages. Okay, so you only get like 2. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense then. Still only 1 frame. Is it the same in all difficulties? Oh, okay, yeah, it's only 1. So that means you get, like you said, between 2 and 4. Okay, so only from brutal goes up. Empress frags are not guaranteed unless you're doing brutal or higher. Okay, that complicates things as well. That complicates things. But still, I guess if you can manage to get him in like 6 months, that's okay. What faction is he? He looks like not a demon spawn. What is Empress? Is he a Knight Revenant? Yes. Weird looking face. He kind of looks like Xerxes from movie 300. Just instead of like having lots of piercing, just have lots of spikes. What does he do? AoE destroys max HP, increase duration more random debuff on all enemies. Cannot be resisted if you have any necrosis stacks, okay. True Fear, decrease attack on all enemies. Cannot be resisted, okay, gets an extra turn, that's nice. Okay, lots of stuff. Removes any stone skin and replaces them with True Fear, okay. Is this a 50-50? Does anybody know? Is it still 50-50 to remove it? Like, stone skin has it, or does he straight up remove it? If he straight up removes it, then that's awesome. Also removes any positively increasing stuff and replaces them. Okay, that's good. Steel Star meter, it's a lot of stuff. It's guaranteed no accuracy check either. Oh! Really? These effects cannot be resisted if enemies have any necrosis. But it has to be only necrosis. This is crazy though. This is nice. Necrosis required for stone skin either. Okay, this is awesome. Then that's an awesome kit. Whenever an enemy skill places necrosis stack on all other enemies, necrosis stacks cannot be resisted or blocked. Can only be removed by reviving dead allies. This effect does not work against bosses. Okay. At the start and end of this champion's turn, instantly activates any necrosis stacks on all enemies. Okay. He's super OP, no necrosis needed. That's crazy. Okay, so he looks kind of fun. Okay, block revive on this one if they have a necrosis again. AoE hit, double damage, enemy have accuracy lower than him. Ignores if accuracy is equal to or higher. Ignores defense. That's crazy. Okay, he sounds fun. Look at the squid. He's the Cthulhu. Yeah, super fun for PvP. Okay. Terminator still has an accuracy check. His removal is called as a transference. I think that's what it's called. So it avoids the 50-50 check. Then that's awesome. I like that. That's a good addition. Well done, Raid. Honestly, like I said, in the last 5 months that I've been away, I've been keeping an eye on things. I've been doing takeovers still for people, right? I was doing Hydra takeovers, chimeras, dungeons, whatever. So if anybody ever wants a takeover, hit me up on Discord. I do offer them. I still offer them as a you know, paid service that I think I'm still pretty decent, pretty good at, because again, I have 5 years of experience plus I can always get up to date and choose the best possible teams that I built for you by still using the Hell Hades optimizer. It just makes it, you know, makes it a lot easier for me to be caught up. So if you're ever interested, just hit me up on Discord, we can get some takeovers. But let's continue this. So I need to get that level 45. It's gonna be harder to do though. I need food. Let me get these two in there. I think I need to level this up for a bit. So let me just get the space, get that one in there. Also, this is I've seen that this deck of fate, or how Hell Hades called it, is deck of bait. However, I'm doing it, not actively, but I'm upgrading champions, right? I'm building myself chickens to get several 6 stars, so why not? I didn't even unlock the altar, so that's gonna be a thing for later. But for now, I'm doing pretty good. Okay, let's see what's the next thing I have to do. Fight in tag team arena, ascend a piece of gear. Okay, let me see. Look at this piece I forged, by the way. Like, people might hate me. Look at this piece. This was one of the 3 pieces that you can forge for free early on. This is bonkers. Obviously, I would have preferred the rolls to go to crit rate, would prefer to be accuracy, but still, for an account this early, even if all the substats would have sucked, the fact that I got a 6-star speed boot in perception is mind-blowing. Let's see. Can we good RNG this? Can we get speed on the Ascension? Because I have that as a mission anyway. Come on. RNGesus. RNGesus, give us speed, please. Come on. Fuck yeah! 1 shot, 1 kill, easy clap. There we go. My luck continues, I guess. So it seems like my shot pull luck was not the best, but my gear luck and Ascension is continuing. Hell yeah, that's what I want to see. Let's fuck. I hate you. I love you too, Daisy. Let's fucking go. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna be able to max it. It's just gonna give me a few more stats. And the thing is, I'm not gonna use the rest. I'm keeping it at this level because for a while it's gonna be hard for me to farm Sand Devil. So I need this currency to keep leveling up, to keep ascending gear whenever I get it as an advanced quest. Bah, grats. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. I know I'm lucky Hot Wheels, I know. 1 shot, 1 kill. I mean, to be fair, I would have used this. I'm not gonna lie. I would have used this to get speed, but it's better to not have to use it. Anyway, man, it's amazing. RNGesus was by my side. Thank you, RNGesus. Okay, let's do these tag team fights. Let's see, what do I throw in there? Boom and boom. Oh wait, this one looks too strong. Let's see, which one do I sacrifice? I can fight this, I can sacrifice this one. Let's just go like that. Yeah, one team is usually just sacrificed. I might not even win this. It's fine, let's try. I need to get a 5 fight, so I want to do the advanced quest. I'm really curious how the advanced quests look now, because I know there have been some annoying changes done before I quit. Like, they force people to do live arena, at least, I think, win a battle every day. Or something like that. In advanced quest, if you want to get a refill, that sucked. I know there were quite a few things that were really annoying. So I guess I'm going to see as I level up what other things are they forcing us to do. 6-star glyphs with no gear without using them on. I know, right? That's what it sucks. If you get those right things but don't have the pieces of gear to use them on, then they're gonna be rough. You know what I'm curious about? I was kind of speculating this. I mean, it might never happen. Maybe this is me just having wishful thinking, but think about like this. They're giving Supreme Gaelic, right? They're giving Supreme Gaelic as a free code. They gave to Hanorok as a free code. Like, what's next? Like, are we gonna expect Krisk at a certain point as a code? That would be mind-blowing. Again, that might just be wishful thinking, but imagine we get Kale. Sorry, not Kale, Krisk as one of the next codes. Because Supreme Gaelic and Tuhanark, they're both pretty amazing. That go pull a shark, call a Wixwell, and challenge done. I'm not using Wixwell, Mr. Mo. I did say this day one when I started. If I pull a Wixwell, I'm not going to be using it for the sake of this challenge. My challenge is to do it without Wixwell. Right? I just said. Because Wixwell obviously would be the perfect cheat code for this combo. Drop done, easy clap. You'd play for 20 years and that piece is staying. I know, right? Oh yeah, I actually have a clan quest that requires me to place increase speed, so I have to do like that. I have to split up to Hanorok and Tug War. I kind of chose those quests on purpose. Oh no, oh no, it's fine. Okay, let's see the increase speed. There we go. So I kind of chose that quest on purpose because I knew I was going to do 3v3. I knew I had Tug of War and Hanorok, which I could split up in different teams to do for some of these fights. Now the question is just, can I still win fights or not, you know? You got to upgrade 100 commons. That's a good one as well because we know we're going to be farming a lot of chickens. Day 3, so did you manage to get the elite one as well? That usually asks for like get 20, right? Sorry, the expert one. Yep, smart. Smart lady. But like, yeah, I had this. So see, look at this. This is like just what, the second day? I got this yesterday and I'm almost done with it. Now the same thing I could do with the increased defense one. Because I have to Hanorok again that does increase defense. As long as she places it enough, that's good. Like I cannot do increased attack because I don't have anybody for increased attack. But if there was like the increased defense one still here, I could grab. Yeah, there we go. If by tomorrow nobody grabs it, I'm gonna grab this one as well. 200 increased defense. Every time Hanorok does her third skill, that's 4. So you pretty much need to do 50 battles, which I kind of do. I do at least 10, not 20 daily. So doing this 30-day challenge, who would you use epic books on? Deacon. This is the speed tomb that, shout out to Short on Skills, the man, the myth, the legend from Deadwood's website. This is the team that he kind of gave me, you know, I kind of went to the Discord and asked, you know what, I'm trying to see if we can get a team going with the power start of these links with the Hanorok, and pretty much this is the 2-to-1 ratio team that we can get, right? The only tricky thing with this is, if you want to have it be perfect, you're gonna need 2 buff extenders, which I already have, Hellborn Sprite and Valerie, right? So it's Hellborn Sprite, Valerie to Hanorok, Verges, and Deacon. Now ideally, just to make this a little bit better, I would love to pull a Toragi the Frog instead of Verges. And that way that team would be perfect because you're going to have Leech from Deacon, which is going to heal. You're going to have decreased defense from Deacon, which makes this more damage. You're going to have increased crit rate and weaken, plus buff extension from Hellborn Sprite. Obviously increased speed, increased defense, decreased attack, and cleanse from Hanorok. The Toragi, if we get a Toragi, would be decreased attack as well. Poisons, ally protection, you really want those poisons. And then Valerie again is another buff extender. So this is the... You learn double dipping from the best combo, you and Susie. Yep, double dipping is always the way to go. And honestly, this team, like the highest speed you need is 242. And with how much the game throws at you, as long as you farm even stage 16 on Dragon, you should be able to get to this speed, right? Because the goal is 4 QH Nightmare, right? It should be pretty easy. If I survive like 30 turns with some poisons in there, I'll do it. However, if I don't get the you know, Toragi or something else swapped in here, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be just putting 2 people in toxic sets, right? 2 people in toxic, some people be tanky, and that's about it. The initial speed tune that I was given is this one, right? Short on Skills gave me this one. Shout out again to Short on Skills, he's a legend. So it kind of gave me like the basis of, okay, Deacon, Godseeker, 2 Hanorok, Verges, and then Warboy, you know, insert the DPS. And I just swapped, instead of Godseeker, obviously went with the rare Hellborn, because I had, or Valerie, because everybody can farm a Valerie. Deacon, I should get a level 45. 2 Hanorok we have, Verges we have, and then last one, insert the DPS. Now, the reason why I swapped this is because with the way that this one looks like this, right, as you can see, we have a 2-to-1 ratio. Everybody goes twice for every 1 turn the boss goes. But the tricky thing is, on wave 1, on the first day we have the boss, we have 3 people not covered by ally protection, increased defense, or what's it called? Yeah, ally protection, increased defense, which makes it hard for us to stay alive. However, if you swap out the last one, like I said, the DPS slot, to be a buff extender and just delay this by 1 turn, you're fully covered always, right? You always have the increased defense, you always have the increased speed, you always have the ally protection on every single turn. So that means just go tanky, get some poison out there, you're going to be doing damage from the War Masters, and you know, hope for the best. Survive long enough where you can do enough damage, and you're good to go. That's why I say, like, for example, somebody like a Toragi would be 10 times better than Verges. Verges just brings ally protection, right? And that's about it. And a little bit of the increased speed. You know what? Let me just double check because I might be wrong. So let's say we insert Toragi in here. Does it still work? What's swapped? Still works. Just gotta delay this. Yep, still works. So don't necessarily need Verges. You can insert Toragi. Get Toragi in there and you're good to go. The only tricky thing with this is make sure that the first stun goes on to Hanorak, right? Somehow. Which I think you can do. Just put him in the lead, put Deacon in the lead, give him steadfast. As long as the first stun goes on to Hanorak, you're good to go, because she actually, no, it should not go on to Hanorak. She gets the cleanse. So this is the tricky thing. Dealing with the first stun. Maybe if it goes on Deacon, it still works. But that's something I could check. Could you pin the speed tune for people following along? I'm going to make a specific video for this. Also, I pinned it in my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, go to the 30-day challenge and just check the pin messages. I pinned that over there, right? I pinned in the chat. So !Discord if you're on Twitch. If not, just check the description of the video. You can come and check the speed tune. But once I get to the point of doing this, I'm going to try my best to make this teamwork and be a 4-kill Ultra Nightmare. If this team is gonna work, right, and gets me to 4-kill Ultra Nightmare in 30 days, or like, you know what, 30 days and a bit, let's call it, right? If he does it in 30 days and a bit, I'm gonna try to discuss with Devil Jedi to get this speed tune on the website, right? To get it on his website, because you know what, it's a thing. Everybody can use these links now, everybody can get to Hanorak. So if it's a thing, it's one of the easiest way to get to Ultra Nightmare quick, early on. So we might as well do it, right? Might as well do it and get this this thing going. And I have a feeling that maybe this one could even be replaced by Elva as an example, right? You can replace Elva and that way you're blocked with the debuffs and it still works. Obviously you lose the increased defense, but you know, it can be variation with whoever you want. Honestly, with 2 buff extenders, you don't even need delays. Just for Deacon. Yeah, just for Deacon, and this can be full auto. I'm so looking forward to seeing this. Like, if I can do this, that's gonna be amazing. I would really love it, because you know what, that would mean I came back to raid and I can bring something cool. That's kind of like the main reason why I tried to do this, and the main reason why I'm trying to do this challenge, because I saw the potential for that team, right? I saw what can be done, because I thought to myself, right? For a killable clan boss team, you need some specific things, right? Increased speed, ally protection, increased defense, decreased attack. If you're trying to go 2-1, Hanorak brings most of that in the kit. You need ally protection, you can get a free ally protector with the code from Verges. And that's pretty much the base, right? Buff extenders you can get from Valerie. You're good to go. Now, the fact that you can also do it with Deacon, right? Again, I did not come up with the speed to myself. I'm not good at stuff like that. That's where the brilliant mind of Short on Skills, shout out to Short on Skills from Deadwood's Discord, came in. I went there, asked for some help, for an opinion. He gave me that speed tune, and pretty much again, you get Deacon for free with these codes. It's like the perfect way to do it. Okay, this one looks like I'm now ready for 13, or maybe I am. It's just scary. I swear I just hate the Ice Golem. It's still my most hated dungeon. The RNG of this fight is just annoying. Like, if you proc the boss's stuff at the wrong time, you're screwed. Or if you get this, you're screwed. Look at that, now you're dead. I think I'm dead. Yep. See? Fucking hate Ice Golem. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I'm just gonna do stage 10, I guess. It's fine. Stage 10 just to pass that mission. I hate Ice Golem. I swear I hate Ice Golem. Like, I swear to God, if RNG had a name in a... or like had a piece of content in this game, it would not be the summons. No, it would be the Ice Golem. Ice Golem is the most RNG piece of shit out there. Like, oh my God, I hate it with a passion. And the annoying thing is, it's a good dungeon now, right? It used to suck. Ice Golem used to be the worst dungeon in the game to farm. But with the addition of Hydra and even Chimera and some other stuff, getting reflex gear, getting provoke gear, getting hex gear, it's actually worth farming it. So fortunately, you gotta get a team, and the RNG just sucks. You just gotta push it back. Okay, so I think I have to get just 10 times on auto, right? Okay, 10 times on auto. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm not gonna grab. I think I'm gonna have to grab the refills. Oh yeah, I was doing Tagorine. I'm squirreling, guys. I'm squirreling. I still need to have my coffee. I'm still waking up. It's fine. Honestly, I don't need to win all of them. So usually the way that I do it, just to be safe, I just sacrifice one of the teams. So for example, this one on the top I could sacrifice. Just need to make sure that I don't instantly kill the ones that I was killed with. Or maybe I can try and beat it. You know what, let's try and beat that one. And sacrifice the one at the bottom. Still need to put that... Still need to put those increased speeds for the clan quest. But I think I'm fine. If I did that many in a day, I think I can do it more. Come on, kill it. Okay, I'm dead. It's fine. Kind of looks like maybe I'm dying. It's fine. You can win them all, right? You cannot win them all. Oh yeah, what's the deal? Somebody knows. So what's the deal with the poison activation with Eleanor? Because I didn't quite look into it. It kind of looks like it does shitty damage. Like, what do they do to it? They made it be so weak. Just looks like it barely does any damage. It looks like it does a lot worse than it should. Just keep killing stuff. Oh yeah, I gotta say something to the missus, I forgot. Yeah, I was just updating the missus with something because love you, missus, exactly. I was just updating something because my dad's in the hospital right now. He overdid it building our barbecue. He just built a barbecue at the back of the house for us, and he kind of overdid it, right? Like he's had several surgeries on the back over the years and in the front from, like, you know, abdominal hernia, and he kind of got hospital. He went to the ER like on weekend. He went to the emergency room. Then he, you know, came back. Treatment didn't really work, so he went to the hospital. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to town with mom as well, just to go, you know, have my mom visit him as well, take him a few more things. So I just update on the message saying that, like, yeah, my mom, because usually my mom watches the baby, for those who do not know. Yeah, well, 1 year and 1 month, almost getting close to 2 months, right, in a couple of weeks, baby, and my mom helps with looking after her. So yeah, we always try to, like, you know, do things around that. I think he can solo it, maybe. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think he's okay. We're not sure. He might need surgery again because he just overdoes it, right? My dad's an idiot. He doesn't know when to relax, I swear. Like, he just always has to work harder or more than you actually need to. Like, you know, he built us a barbecue. It was no rush. We're not going anywhere. We didn't have to, like, have the barbecue built now. We just overdid it for a week, and now he's like, okay, hospitalized. Silly dad. Loki. I'm just gonna call Loki because that name's confusing. How's it going? Hello. You can have a double room. What do you mean, Aesuri? Adam Quinn 558, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Am I gonna lose this again? Stop losing everything. I mean, I just need to have the wins on the ones that give me the increase speed fight. So this one and the one with Tuhanorak. When you have your procedure. Oh, okay. Come on. Kill it. There we go. Oh, come on. Truth here doesn't proc. I swear, this one has remained the same. When stuff that's like 5%, there's like 50-50. When you are hoping for it to proc, it doesn't proc. When it procs against you, on your team, 100% of the time it happens. I swear. I swear it's the norm still. Okay, let's just sacrifice some teams like this. Let's just go against force. Maybe against force, he'll does one-shot stuff, or I just need to get my Tuhanorak to be a bit faster, and then it is what it is. Like, yeah, my procedure is gonna be because I need to have like a little bit of a surgery. I think my surgery is gonna be a bit later. I have my check first next week. Next Wednesday, I'm gonna have that, you know, pretty much stick a camera down my throat and check things. So that's gonna be first, and after that, I'm gonna see about booking my surgery because I have to have a laparoscopic thing. It's like, you know, I think they're called gallstones, if I remember correctly. Drob1691, thank you for the follow. Drob. Drob, where are you from? Because that sounds like a Romanian word. It's fine. Okay, I did this stuff. I'm gonna do more 3v3 later. Ain't got a rush. Oh, wait, clan boss reset? Yes. But I think the rewards are later, right? Oh, no, it is. So sometimes it takes up to half an hour. Sometimes it resets instantly. Okay, let's see. RNGesus. What do we get? Some shards? Something? Nope. PC gear. I'm just keeping most of the gear. I'll cleanse it later. Okay. Good enough. Come on. Void shards, right? I want to see void shards. Okay, nope. Or ancients if you don't get voids. Nope. What's that? Flat HP? No, we're gonna sell flat HP. Come on. Anything good? Nope. Flat HP. Okay, it's fine. At least we got some brews, some stuff, some silver. Yay, free stuff, I guess. Okay, we got the keys for factionals. I just need to use one more Demon Lord key, which I can just insta key this normal one. Should get me over the 3 million that I need to get the top chest. 6.11, that's good. Yep. And then I need to slowly push that. But obviously the next thing is going to be getting more 6 stars to get more level 60s. Catch Driver, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see. So I did that. Let's get the reward from here. We're gonna get the refills. Let's keep pushing this ice golem. That sucks, that I hate, but we gotta do it, right? Gotta do it because we gotta grab as much energy and as much gems as we can so we can push forward with everything to get Deacon. Again, my goal right now is to get to level 45 because at level 45, with the link that I used, they gave me Eleanoril, Verges, and Tagwar. I should be getting myself Deacon, right? And Deacon's gonna be a huge game changer. And for those of you that do not know, the best way to actually get higher levels, right, on your player level is to use energy. I think that's actually the only way to level up, unless there's something else that I'm missing, or I don't remember, but that's the way you get levels, just by using as much energy as possible. Clamor rewards are anytime in this hour. Yeah, I kind of seen it because yesterday it reset it around like 7 minutes ago. But then it said wait another half an hour to collect it. So I'm like, okay, I see you. Okay, not using the refills. That's what we have these for. Let's start with this one. Okay, so I need to do 2 more super raids. At least, you know what? At least having the super raids be permanent was actually a good quality of life thing. Plus, I've seen that they introduced other things. Like I was mentioning earlier, they did do some fun quality of life stuff. Like the fact that they introduced super raids for campaign is a good move. They really should have done it for Minotaur as well, but I guess they just don't want to do it. The fact that they introduced, you know, super raids for all the battles. They introduced instant key for Hydra, or at least 3 attempts to instant key. That's a good thing, right? So there are signs that they're trying to improve it. So that's, you know, that's good. Makes me happy. Because like I said, at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's a good game, right? It's definitely the best game that is out there in this specific type of genre, and you know, with these dark fantasy graphics, not the anime gacha, is definitely the best out there. It just, they're still, you know, they're still trying to, they're still the greediest out there as well. So as long as you look past their FOMO tactics and their greediness, it's a perfect game to play, right? That's the truth. I guess because I was so much stuck in the end game when I quit, and I was so focused on that. Plus, there were a lot of bad decisions that I have done in that like 6 months period just leading up to me quitting. Plus the views were down. Plus the communities was really in the uproar and upset. Like all of that combined just made me quit. And then that's why the best way for me to come back was like the most fun way was free, you know, new account, free to play challenge. It just, you know, makes me appreciate and enjoy the game more, because at the end of the game there's so much fun to be had. There's so much, you know, there's so many things to do. Somebody starts the account, there's lots of things to look forward to, like, you know, lots of dungeons to push, Doom Tower, what's it called, Soul Cross, everything, you know, not Soul Cross, Curse City, Faction Wars. There's a lot. Like the game gives you a ton of things to do. So as long as you just look past all of the bad things, it's a good game, right? It's a good game. Okay, Superior Arcane Potion. Let's see. Can I push it a little bit? Yes, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just name this one Keeps, and then I'm gonna go from there, see if I need to change anything or not. Late game is just spraying to RNG, you get good things, it really sucked. Yeah, that's the reality. Once you get, if we're talking about the end game side of things, that's where the game becomes not so fun, because it's 100% pay to win, right? If you want to compete high level arena, if you want to compete high level of what's it called, Hydra, if you want to compete on the highest levels of this, if you're free to play, it's extremely hard to do. Like, you can still do it, it's just extremely hard, right? It's, I would even say, close to impossible, right? Like, you're not going to be able to get top #1 in Plat Arena at the end of reset unless you're part of the top clans, get their protection and whatnot, and you're a massive Kraken and all of that. So it's, you know, that's the way that things are. Same thing for Hydra. You need specific heroes, you need to be specific ones. But I guess that's why at the end of the day, because it has so much content to do, there's always still a challenge to be had, right? If you think about Marius missions, if you think Romanto missions, those are genius things that I keep pushing to Godforge. I keep telling them, you know, when I think they're gonna do something like that, or, you know, even more things like that. But having those types of things, they keep you engaged with the game for a long period of time. That's what is the lifeblood of the game, right? In order to get Romanto, you need to play for at least a year. In order to get Marius, something similar. In order to get the, you know, the new thing from Hard, the new mythic hero they're gonna introduce, Hard Faction War, you definitely need to beat Lydia and push on to the next one. So, you know, giving something to achieve, getting something to push towards, giving something to look forward to, that's the way to, like, you know, keep the game going. So I'm 100% sure that Godforge is gonna have the same thing, right? I'm sure they're gonna have some sort of a pass or some sort of like a progress mission where you get a specific hero for that, or like a really good one, but then they need to keep doing it, right? They need to keep, after that, they need to find something else to introduce to, you know, just keep people chasing, give people a reason to, you know, keep trying to advance in the game and whatnot. Obviously with some sort of a way to implement, you know, reasons to get people to log in daily, such as, you know, raid. That's what raid's doing good and people log in daily. The what's it called? The fusions, right? Every single month there's a fusion. Even if they suck, most people keep doing it because a lot of people that play these hero collectors are completionists. They want to get everything. So, you know, keeping that right, that cycle, but also the right balance between time spent in game is gonna be really crucial to them. But I'm quite sure they're gonna do really good, and I'm honestly looking forward to it, right? I'm hyper excited. Okay, this is gonna be stage 14 done. That's good. With only one 6-star in Kale, stage 14 of the Arcane Keep is not too bad. Let's see, can we get a big potion? I think it asked me for a superior one. Nope, we get a Void Shard. It's fine. Let me see. Can I get her to be faster? So she's one. Oh yeah, one thing that I keep doing, like, let me know if I'm the only one that does it, or if there's somebody else out there that still does it. So when you go to your stats here, or when you go to your stats in the, you know, in the fights page, I always click this one. I always go in the stats and I'm like, okay, let me see what the stats are. Am I the only one that still does it? Because I know that's how it used to be, right? You would click the stats, it would take you to the abbreviation page first, and then you have to click total stats. Now they swapped it, but I still click it sometimes. I still go like, oh yeah, what's the stats? Oh wait, wrong. Nope, it's the first one. Okay, so she has 182, he has 186. So I need to give her a little bit more speed in order for her to go first. No speed on that one, some speed on that one. Do I have a weapon with speed? Even if I have to steal it? Nope. So no weapon with speed in the speed set. No speed on this one. Maybe a chest plate with speed in the speed set. Nope, not that one as well. If the fusion have souls only as tournament rewards, I'm quitting. You need souls for cursed, faction war hard bosses, and probably every new piece of content. I mean, yeah, that can be tricky. Took you a while to get used to Loki. I know, so I'm not the only one. How do I get her more speed? So obviously put a perception, get some stuff. Maybe I just break one of the speed sets. Let me see. Can I get some speed in some good speed stats, some good speed rolls in some of these ones? Oh wait, actually this one has speed, bruh. Okay, so do I have two pieces of this that gives me enough speed that makes it worth swapping? Just to get her to be faster. Oh yeah, let me see. Can I get double speed over here? That would be awesome. Yes, yes. And now just give me one speed on this one, which is perfect. Come on. Just want her to be, I just want her to be faster than KO. Perfect, that's all we need. Let me just take this to 12 so she's a little bit more survivable. There we go, she's 188. Still has the accuracy plus the lead from Tuhanorak. Perfect, that's fixed. It helps for the waves, right? Up until obviously Deacon comes, because Deacon's gonna be taking her gear. You still want your decreased defense to go first. At least for the first wave, because for the second one, obviously, she's a 6-star cooldown. I'm never gonna be booking my Madame Ceres, because obviously I'm not gonna have enough books for this challenge. Tuhanorak's cleanse is so good. It's so good. I mean, her whole kit is just amazing. Like, what am I talking about? There we go. Come on, give me the superior arcane potion and we're good. I hate it. He's gonna cleanse them. It's fine. We should still survive. Decrease attack, clutch from Madame. There we go. Oh, booking 200 in a month might be hard. I know, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing the progress missions, because it gives me legendary skill tomes at the end. I already have like 3. I'm gonna always be hunting, for example, the next champion training tournament that's gonna happen, events. Most of the times champion training events have the legendary tome at the end. Anywhere that I see legendary skill tomes, I'm just gonna grab them. Because I really need, honestly, at least the 3rd skill I need booked, right? At least her, what's it called? At least this one. I need 2 books only, right? This one would be preferred as well to, you know, to guarantee that decrease attack. Otherwise, you know, it's tricky. But how many do I need? 4 plus 5, that's 9, plus 2, that's 11. So I need 11 books. I already have 3, right? Then, where's the next one? If I manage to do these, I'm gonna get another book, right? So upgraded Magic Champion 6-star, Spirit, Force. Fully upgraded, I can do it. I can save, I'm gonna get there. So the only thing that's gonna be like, who's gonna be my 4th champion? I'm gonna have to look, that's 6-star. There's gonna be one other book here, so there's gonna be 4 books. Then obviously this one just gives shards, Arena gives Arena stuff. Oh yeah, I should do this. I think I have enough. Give the, yes, give me the stuff. Nom nom nom, yes. 100 gems, yes please. Okay, this one's not gonna be possible though. Next one says to get another one. Reach gold 1 in Classic Arena, I can do it. Win 10 battles might be tough. This one's gonna be tough. Win Classic Arena, defense battles in gold 1 or higher. This one's gonna be maybe impossible. Stay in there, that's gonna require 2 weeks. So this one, I'm not even dreaming. But so far, like I said, I have 3 plus I can get the other one. Anything else I can get from here? Oh yeah, this deck of fate, does it have legendary tomes? Okay, I need to pray that I get a book from here, right? That's gonna be the 5th one. Then let's see, gear enhancement had anything? Nope, nothing there. Then 2 more for doing this one. That's gonna be what? From 5, that's gonna be 7. So it's gonna be there, right? There's gonna be a chance. Maybe some more books along the way. Let's see. Some more legendary books anywhere, something maybe. If not, the next page to Arbiter missions should have more. Yeah, so that's like, you know, a good reason for me to push the Arbiter missions to get these 2 skill tomes, right? Lots of more shards, more stuff. Plus, you know what? There's gonna be a summoning event this weekend. I'm saving maybe the champion chase, right? There should be a champion chase tournament. If they all fall properly, maybe the right side of rewards is gonna have a legendary skill tome. So it's doable. It's gonna be tricky, but it is doable. It's all about, you know, keeping an eye on the right things and doing the stuff when you have to. Win a superior king potion, stage 2 or higher of that king. Keep doing that. So yeah, I do get what you mean. Icky Ray, but at the end of the day, like I said, I don't need all of them. Like, I just need to get the good RNG of booking 2nd and 3rd skill without fully booking the 1st one. And then we're good to go. Otherwise, like, yeah, I need to pray that I get enough books, but I think it's doable. We still got 3 weeks, right? Still got 3 weeks. We're not even 1 weekend. I already have 3. There's already a few more on the horizon, like I said. So I do believe it actually is doable. They should introduce... Why did they not introduce... Does anybody know why they did not put... For the potion keeps super rates? Like, I do understand the... What's it called? I do understand the Minotaur, right? The Minotaur, it's business decision. They want to try and have people use gems to buy mastery so they don't farm. So then there's a higher chance they actually go and buy more gems. I get it, right? It's a business decision. It sucks. It's a sucky business decision. But I get why they did it. But for the potion keeps, why? You know, like, come on. Why is it like that for potion keeps as well? It's possible, I think, just hard. I know. But it's like, that's the goal, right? That's what, like, I'm trying to do it. It's a challenge. It's a challenge to see it through. But you know what? There was a reference from a movie. So you're saying there's a chance. Yes, there might be a chance. Oh yeah, I didn't look at the speed tune. Was it fully booked? Oh yeah, so she is a fully booked one, which is fine. You know what? At the end of the day, the funny thing is, for the sake of the ally protector, the reason why Vergis is so awesome to be put in a speed tune like this as ally protector is because, you know what? He only needs 1 book. Right? If you land a book over here, that's it, you stop. 1 epic book, you book this ally protection to be on a 3-turn cooldown, and you're moving out with your day, right? Obviously you can get insanely bad RNG to get this and this to keep getting books, but this one can still be good because, well, it's can put continuous heals, he can put shields on himself that keeps him alive, so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, definitely Arbiter missions are a priority, right? Definitely they are a priority to get those legendary skill books. Because the arena one is obviously going to be impossible. I mean, maybe not impossible. I could do it. It would require an obscene amount of grind, and I do not want to do it. Like, right? It's like, okay, I do want to do something that's pretty difficult, but I do not want to do like the most hardcore and crazy and obscene grinds. I want to make it like, you know, slightly relatable in that sense. Kind of like grabbing stuff from the right ways, with using the right codes, with using more knowledge than actually playing the game 24/7, you know? That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to see, can I actually do it? And you know what? Let's say I don't do it exactly on day 30, right? Let's say maybe on day 30 I'm not doing it, but I need 2-3 more days to kind of achieve the goal. I'm still gonna continue playing the account until I hit that goal, right? Because I wanna, you know, see how long it takes, how it can work. I'm still hoping, right? I'm still hoping that I'm gonna be doing it though in the amount of days that I mentioned. But again, if I don't do it, I'm just gonna push it a little bit more to don't die. Ooh, oh, that's scary. Come on, War Master, stuff, things. There we go. Ooh, that was scary. Do you have your old? No, I don't have my account. My old pay-to-win account, I gave it away in December. I have no account. So this is my only account that I have in Raid Shadow Legends right now. And I would not plan to play on an endgame account. Don't think so. Because the reality is like this. I think I mentioned this in earlier video now, or in the stream earlier, or yesterday. But the reality is like this. There's plenty of endgame content creators out there, right, that cover this. And I've actually gotten quite a few comments and quite a few people say in my stream, when I streamed Friday, my first day, I had quite a few people say that they're still not in the end game, they're still pushing through stuff, and they're excited to see my journey on a newer account. Because that's you know, there's not too many people that do these, right? There's not too many people that start over newer accounts, or like, or at least people that have like, you know, really good knowledge. Again, I'm not the smartest when it comes to Raid, like far from that. But I'm definitely, you know, I definitely have pretty good knowledge because I played this game for 5 years. So bringing my knowledge to like newer, earlier accounts is going to be helpful for people that started layers. Exactly, newer players, you know, players that are still progressing through the game, that's what, you know, that's who I'm going to help the most. And kind of like, you know what, if I continue to continue playing Raid for a long term, that's going to be my niche, I guess, right? Because at the end of the day, you need a niche when there's a saturated market. So my niche is going to be always, you know, bringing up-to-date stuff for like early, mid, late game players, and also takeovers, right? I still do takeovers. Somebody's interested, hit me up on Discord. We can discuss a takeover. I have for those as paid services. Pierre Lucy 01, thank you for the follow. It's great for new players, yep. So you don't get to experience faction wars hard. It's nasty. I know, I've seen, you know, I can experience it. I can watch content creators. I watched Matt Kepper's video yesterday. I watched him struggle. It was funny. It was funny, but it's good. You know what? You need a challenge, right? For endgame accounts, for people to beat everything, you need stuff to be challenging. You need stuff to be hard, because if it's not challenging, if there's no challenge, what's the point, right? What are endgame people gonna do? They have to do something. For me, for example, the way that I always am when I'm playing these types of games, like not just like Raid or just Gacha or whatever, any type of game, the thing that brings me joy, the thing that I like to do is problem solving, right? If there is something that is challenging, that gives me, you know, gets my mind going, gets me theory crafting, gets me to do my best to try and solve some problems, that's what makes it fun for me. So most of the time for me, the best part is the journey, not the end game, right? Like for me, getting to the end game, that's you know, the end game is not the thing that gives me satisfaction. No, getting there, how do I do it? The theory crafting, the building teams, whatnot, that's what makes it, you know, for me enjoyable. Not sure, am I the only one that sees it that way, or are you guys feeling the same way? I feel like that's what makes it fun, right? It's the journey there. Because like after you do it, you're like, ah, that was so fun. Plus, it's always challenges. That's why I decided to, like, for example, start this account with a little bit of a challenge. And that's why if I do come back to, you know, continue playing this. I'm not sure I would continue on the account. I think I would try something different. I think I already have like in the back of my mind a plan if I do decide to continue after the little bit of a break where Godforge should be, you know, early July. Early July when the Godforge first wave of alpha is gonna happen with the tower and testing. I'm definitely gonna be going crazy on that. After the first wave is done, I might start another account again, because I think I'm gonna have like a few weeks before they do the next phase, because the way they want to do it is first phase of like 10 days, then it's gonna be a break of like a few days to fix the bugs. So I'm hoping to be in the first phase, the first 10 days. Then it's gonna be second phase, which is gonna be another wave of different people, and then another break, and then it's gonna be the competition side of things. Third wave where everybody that signed up for the beta, for the alpha can join in. That's where you know, that's where I'm gonna go crazy on that one as well, because I'm gonna try and be one of the first ones to finish. So pretty much in that 1 month period, there's gonna be a break. I can try and push, you know, I can try and start another account where I go with Supreme Gaelic, because I really want to see how good Supreme Gaelic can be as the first 6-star, right? I want to see, am I wrong or am I right? Okay, this one looks like I might lose, or it's just gonna be a longer fight. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lose, it might just be a longer fight. Oh no, yeah, it's just gonna be a longer one up until she kills him. But yeah, that next account that I would start, my goal is will be, I already know it. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be a world record, but at least it's gonna be a personal record of getting Lydia. I'm gonna try and push and focus and grind and do at my best to get Lydia as soon as possible, like 3-4 months max, right? That's what I'm gonna try and do. See if I can. Obviously, it's gonna be part of it's gonna be RNG, who do you summon, whatnot, but that will be my goal. Pushing to get Lydia as soon as possible, fully free to play with a Supreme Gaelic promo code. Think your PC is broken? I thought you quit Raid. I did. But I'm back. Can I now come back, Aqua Power Van? How's it going? Just came back to do a challenge. You're still thinking it's only 30-day challenge? It's get Raman to challenge, my friend. I know, Marcin. Marcin keeps trying to get me to play as much as possible. It's too amazing to stay gone. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. The reality why I've, like, you know, I kind of came back, it was becoming a... King Arthur was getting to like a stalemate to me. It was becoming too many people were quitting. It was getting boring. Like, it seems like they're pushing some stuff, right? Like, after I'm done with the stream, I need to check because they released the crazy patch notes, but still, I don't think it's the future. It's a fun game, it's an amazing game. The problem is they do not... I feel like they kind of dropped the project, right? They kind of dropped the King Arthur, just doing some stuff, you know, getting whatever they can, but they don't invest in marketing. And we kind of know what makes most games. Unfortunately, number one thing that makes the game be successful is high levels of marketing, as we've seen with Raid. So because they're not pushing too much marketing, it's doesn't have the potential, or doesn't meet the potential they should. Lots of people struggle with 3v3 for Roman to it's rough. That's where, like, I tell people, just, you know, hit me up, I can get you sorted with that. I can offer takeovers to get you to the gold one stuff. It is tough, it's difficult, but it's doable if you build the right teams and do the right tactics. Maybe you get Snackers to come back also. I don't think so. I think Snackers just too far gone in testing the other stuff, right? He's more into the single player RPG stuff that he's doing. Hey, there we go. We got 3 of them. Come on, let's go, baby. Gaelic code may go. Make sure you create an account now and keep it. If the Gaelic code is gonna be gone by then, I'm gonna just continue this account or something. He just called you. He was in Dubai. Oh, fancy. Did he get the job there? Clear stage 10 or higher dragon on auto. Okay, I think actually I'm doing higher. Nope, not unlocking yet. Okay, let's see the higher. I think I could do 13, right? I'm not gonna push higher yet because I need more people built before I can do higher. There we go, 1 down. Pushing on to the next one. Presets, by the way, I'm using presets for this team to be better, right? Saving the buff from Tuhanorak, I'm saving the Verges, ally protection for the second wave, just so we make sure we survive, because don't really need Verges for the boss part, don't really need Tuhanorak for the boss part. It's mostly Kale and Eleanorel that we need. Those two survive, we're good to go. Look at the poisons. It's so nice when Kale actually does land all of those poisons on the third skill. I'm not sure I'm do I try? Let me see. I might try to see if I can push to 16. I don't think I'm there. I think I should only try to push to 16 once I have Deacon as well. Because I think I just don't have the nuke power to get to 16, right? Maybe the boss part I can survive after. It's just the waves. And survivability, that's the tricky thing. Oh, look at this. Oh my god, 6-star speed weapon with speed and crit rate. So it seems like my summons luck sucks on this account. The summons luck sucks, but the gear luck is there. I ain't even mad, it's amazing. It's a rare only though, right? It's not the legendary, still, I'll keep it. And Stalwart, I need Stalwart, right? That's what my teams are gonna have. Accuracy, crit damage is not as exciting. It's not the best, but we'll keep it. Okay, let me see. Can I push the next one? Your videos helped me get Lydia. Now I need Marius and Romanto guides, so you're gonna be busy. I'm sure many people enjoy them. Yeah, Marcel. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy. I mean, I pretty much have content for getting Romanto. I think I should have videos on most of the stuff. Like if you go check my YouTube channel, this one on which I'm streaming right now, I have videos on most of the secret rooms, on most of the stuff that I beat. Yeah, but Marius missions are pretty straightforward, right? Just farm the right dungeons, do the right amount of live arena, and that's about it. Yeah, this is the one that I'm scared about because it's the wrong affinity one. But I think we got it. 16 is the goal, right? So, for those of you that don't know, the reason why 16 is the #1 point you should start to try and get to most dungeons for farming gears, because from stage 16 you stop getting mystery shards and brews, right? Stage 13 you start getting 6-star, but from stage 16 you don't get mystery shards and brews. You can still get mystery shards and brews on lower levels. Ricardo Ahaneiro. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Thank you for the follow, welcome. Rastafares, how's it going, bro? Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? This might be tricky, right? Because wrong affinity for Kale to land the poison, C plus. That's the one thing. The one thing that Matt Capper is always funny about and always like swears and like just fuck you, Kale, is when he does that third skill and doesn't land any one of those poisons. That just hurts. It's like fuck you, Kale. You had one job. You're just doing daily grind E7. Nice. I did okay. Thank you. I did my best. I know it's straightforward. Anyway, need those vids just to watch them. I will do my best, Marcin. I will do my best. I appreciate your support. You're awesome. Come on. Kill it. I mean, obviously now it's weak hits as well and whatnot, but luckily it's War Master procs. There we go. See, you can land some poison scale. You just need that extra push. Etheria soon. It's so close. Yeah, I know. Lots of people are excited for it. I'm personally not. Again, if I don't get, unless I get the sponsorship for it, I don't think I'm gonna cover it because it doesn't seem like my style, but heard there's lots of good stuff about it. Plus, you know what? I'm also in the plans, I'm also looking forward to Godforge, right? The initial phase of Godforge Alpha, which is gonna be in July. So, yeah. I already started this, lots happening. You'll wait for those guides. I'll do my best. What's this? Crit rate. Okay, I'll take a crit rate lifesteal. I don't think I'm gonna have lifesteal on my teams though. So for the sake of that clan boss team, I'm not gonna have lifesteal. I'm gonna rely on Deacon's, what's it called? I'm gonna be relying on Deacon's leech from the A1 to heal up, plus some extra healing help from Tuhanorak. Oh yeah, this one sucks. Oh no, this is the sucky one. No, no, no. Hate this one. Yikes. Okay, I don't think I'm ready for this. I'm just gonna go back to stage 13. Or maybe? Maybe. Or maybe not. Let's see, can Kale solo it at the end? As long as I get past the waves. Because obviously if I'm already dying now, I'm expecting to die on stage 16 as well. Yeah, I don't think Kale can solo it. Yep, she's already dead. Ally attack. I mean, he might be strong affinity, but he's dead. Okay, so stage 16 is not quite there yet. Maybe after I get Deacon so I can do this over here for now. It's fine. Ain't gotta rush, ain't gotta what to be. Slowly doing that to grab ourselves the rewards. To push the progress missions, to get as many books, right? We need those legendary skill tomes. Did you get Arthur? No, because I started my account too late, Exarth. But maybe there's gonna be another daily login by the time I finish this, or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? Who canoes? The good thing about Kale at least is the A1 poison, even though it's the smaller version, at least that one's 100% chance to land, right? It still sucks, obviously, because, you know, it's the small version, plus 3%, like, I hate 3%. But it's good enough. 13 again, stage 13 is a decent spot for now to start doing some runs, but I would not farm. Like, I would not tell anybody to farm dungeons unless you can get to stage 16, right? Maybe Fire Knight exception for stage 13, but for the other ones, like, you know, get to 16. Spider, for example, stage 10 is the place to go. There we go, speed and defense. Keeps giving me lifesteal, but I'm not sure I really need that much lifesteal. I'll use some, of course, but we'll see. I do think Dutch for teasing stuff is pretty yikes for me. I just don't want to be spoiled at release. Godforge, like, going in and knowing anything is so great. Yeah, that's why personally I don't, that's why I do not watch all of their videos myself, right? Because I want to have the wow factor personally. I know there's lots of people that they're like that, right? It's just a case of preference. I personally want to be, when I start the game, I want to be wowed. I want to learn everything at the beginning, right? So getting that early access is going to help me, because as a content creator, once the game goes global, if I already have the basics of it, right? If I already see most of the mechanics, most of the heroes, it's going to be easier for me to release videos. So when the game goes fully global, or even like in the betas, when you're going to start playing, if you need some ideas of, like, you know, just basic stuff, tier list, like who's worth investing into, who to build, what to do, right? If you need a couple of those things, that's where I need to come in as a content creator for people that are interested about that. So, like, yes, once there's actual gameplay to have, like when there's game I can put my hands on and play, that's when I get interested. I do like, you know, it's fun to look at some of the designs, but I still want to be surprised myself when I jump in and be like, oh my god, how awesome is this gonna look? How far am I from getting Deacon? I'm just level 40, so it might still be a day or two, right? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get him today, because it's leveling up is a lot harder. At this point, yeah, level 45, so not far. No, it's just once you do those levels, the higher you get, the harder it becomes to get them to get those levels, because it's all based on how much energy you use. But it's not only that; it's just it takes you more energy to level up after like level 40. But I'll slowly be getting there, and that's why I'm doing progress missions, because progress missions gives me more gems that can transform into energy, gives me more energy that I can use to get more XP. So yeah, it's like they all go hand in hand, you know. Plus books, right? Like we realized earlier that I really need to get the next phase, I'm gonna really need to prepare to get the Relic Keeper fused towards the end, because I need those legendary skill books so I can skill up my Tuhanorak. That's the one tricky thing. But I think it's doable. Just need to hunt down the right ones. How am I doing? I think I'm done. No, I think I need to do one more. Oh, I need to do one single run. Okay, I'll do that. I'll see you. So I'm level 40, just 26% in. This is still gonna... It might just be one level per day. It takes me or something like that. But maybe I'm gonna use some of the gems, right? I'm gonna use some of the gems, obviously, for energy, like I said. It's not ideal. You prefer to start using refills and energy for gems once you hit past level 50. But yeah. Nightmare campaign 16 energy to get a 1-star hero 3 times in a row hurts my soul. Yeah. Yeah, it does hurt. But still, if you want to do that part of Nightmare campaign to get past the challenges, it's worth it. Like, I did it. And I got my stuff pretty fast, I'm not gonna lie. Like, in like 300-400 energy, if not even less. I actually already had what I needed for those challenges. Discord made clear Arbiter missions on day 25. I remember playing this game back in 2019 and it took us almost 2 years to clear it. Raid Shadow Regis has really changed over time. Yeah, I think my personal record was 48 days, right? Let me see if I can find it. I think it was 48 days, my personal record, which was 1 or 2 years ago. Let's see. And the Ultra Nightmare clan boss was under 2 months. Let me see, did I show the days? Don't really. Yeah, I think it was 60 days in, actually, something like that. But I still had it, like, you know, I still had some pretty insane time. I made really good time. Okay, there we go. Give me the Stalwart. Yes, okay, get the superior one. Let's see, can I push this a little bit higher? I think I should be able to with pretty much the same team. The reality with the Arbiter missions, though, the one thing that still can keep you, can get you stuck, and the one thing that sucks is you need to do a ton of arena, right? So if you do not do arena, right, if you don't spam that arena, it's hard to do it because you need to get that one gold ascension, right? The gold bonus to 10, right, in the affinity thingy, so that sucks. Pedro Luis 2024, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wouldn't be surprised if you get on day 20-ish. I don't think so. You're already killing this free-to-play series. Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna get there by day 20 because I'm not spamming arena like crazy. And plus, my goals are other ones, right? My goal is not to get Arbiter. My goal on this one is to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss in 30 days, right? 4K Ultra Nightmare. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. So because of that, I might just, you know, I'm not gonna prioritize certain heroes that would help me to push certain content. Like, for example, I'm not gonna prioritize building people for Fire Knight, or I'm not gonna prioritize building people for Spider 20 that's needed to get Arbiter. So because of that, I'm gonna be a little bit of, you know, I'm gonna be a little bit locked from that point of view. But again, it's a different challenge. So that's what I'm going for. Oh, that was a big smack. Oh, come on. Why did you not remove those buffs, madame? I mean, I think as long as Kale and her survive, should be fine. Nope, Kale did not survive. Oh, actually, she can solo it. As long as she lands that block buffs at the right time, she can solo it. She's a beast. Tuhanorak is a Giga Chad. There we go. See, she's such a beast. Yeah, this is only a temporary challenge. This is only a temporary challenge. We'll go from there. Come on, land those block buffs again. So at least I know that I cannot easily push to the next stages of the Magic Keep. So I'm just gonna farm this stage. Yes, Tuhanorak is a giga chat. She is a giga chat. Obviously, if she had War Masters already, if she was 6-star and had War Master, she would have just done this a lot faster. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, can she still survive though? Let's see. Okay, decrease attack at least. Okay, she got it. She just needs to place... Okay, she didn't. Okay, okay. Ramantu will repeat that is done. Yeah. Okay, so I cannot do that. I'm just gonna stick to stage 11 then. It's fine. People are pushing for those quick arbiter times or sacrificing longer term progress. Sometimes that's true, yeah. But for example, when I'm gonna do a... If I'm gonna do another challenge after this one's over, right, in between the Godforge things, my goal is gonna be to get Ladia as soon as possible, right? So pushing Arbiter is gonna be part of that. But yeah, I'm not gonna break everything just to get her. Yeah, those heals are crazy. Those heals from Tuhanorak are crazy. Come on, remove the buffs, right, please? She said nope. Oh, come on. How can you... How? I don't know how she gets resisted, right? My Madame Service has 100 base accuracy... Sorry, 100 accuracy from her gear. We also get a 70 lead from Tuhanorak. So, my most hated thing in this game, honestly, is the 3%. That's the stupidest and most annoying thing. Not the other things, not the shard RNG, not the, you know, it's the 3%. I hate the 3% the most. Luckily, they're not gonna have that be a thing in Godforge. Because if they would, I would be really sad and I would be crying. It sucks. It's like, whoever thought about that, right? Like, come on. It's the worst mechanic in any game I've played that I can think of. I know, it's like, why does that have to be? It's kind of like, you know, makes... What's the point of telling me I need resistance and accuracy if you're making 3%? I guess part of, like, some of the things are like, there are certain heroes that have guaranteed, so, you know, makes them selling those easier, but, like, fuck off. I hate that. I don't like that. Yeah, 3% to resist debuffs. Go away. What do you mean by 3%? So, there's a 3% to resist debuffs that get landed on you, or there's a 3% chance you don't land the debuff, so the enemy resists it. Even though you have the right amount of accuracy and they have lower resist, there's still a 3% chance, as you saw earlier. My Madame Ceres did not remove the buffs from the boss, it said resisted. For stage 11, you need around 100 accuracy max. I have 170 accuracy on my Madame with the lead from Tuhanorak, plus with her, you know, stats. I already have 100 on her, plus 70 on Anorak. I have 170, so she should not get resisted normally. But there's a 3% chance that those buffs get resisted, because that's, yeah. Yeah, 3% plus, no, it's just 3% that they resist. So even though the enemy has lower resistance, then you have accuracy required to take down the stuff, there's still a 3 in 100 chances that you don't land your stuff, or same thing when they do it, that they don't land the stuff. Given that player is already giving new players these promo codes, wouldn't be surprised if they give a free legendary selector in year 2026. No, you know what I'm thinking, Neil, the Noble? My prediction is, which might be impossible, because he's obviously arguably the #1 legendary in the game for progression, but what if they're gonna give Krisk as a code? What if that's the next thing? What if by 2026 Krisk is the new code? How crazy would that be? I would be shocked, because again, Tuhanorak and Supreme Gaelic are insane for account progression. So Krisk would be one of the things that they could do, right? It's not like they gave a Void Legendary and it was what's his name? Warlim, right? It's not like they gave us, oh, it's Warlim, he sucks as a Void Legendary, don't choose it. Yeah, Code Ageless, right? Or Code Turtle. Code Turtle. Most of the time, player messed up with that 3%. I know. I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, the reason why they did it is just part of the gambling mechanic, part of the RNG side of things, right? They were owned by Aristocrat. They were, like, you know, prioritizing all of those mechanics that are related to gambling. So Kind of makes sense. Now, obviously, the goal and the hope was that with the new leadership, with the new owners from MTG, right? I think that's what they were called. Hoping that some of the things will change. That's kind of the goal, because again, it's a good game. Just had too greedy of a leadership under aristocrat. That's the reality. That's the one thing that people hated. It's a good game at the end of the day. My way of describing Raid was always it's an amazing game, has amazing ideas, just extremely bad implementations that always have number one thing in mind, has money. That was the reality, but still a good game. They should do Seeker as a code one. I'm not sure they should add Seeker. They should do Demeter or a Maneater as a code, right? Get a link that gives you Deacon, then get a Demeter or a Maneater as a code. There we go. Maybe with new owners that will change. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna change a lot, but maybe some things, right? Especially like quality of life. That's one of the first thing. Quality of life. Go a little bit less on the extreme greediness, right? Like, for example, from my point of view, the value of the packs that are available in this game is out of control. OddOne, you lied. 15 runs a nightmare, no HP percent chest at all. Good job, I'm using food. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I got lucky. I actually got lucky. Are you doing the you know what, Daysuri, are you doing the super raids on that? Are you doing double runs? Because I have a feeling, maybe I'm wrong, but I have a feeling there's something that's bugged about it. I have a feeling that if you get a 3-star HP percent of the piece of gear that you need, like the gloves, but you get a 4 or 5-star or higher piece of gear alongside it, I think it counts. I think it's bugged. Because I think that's what happened with my chest plate. I think I got an HP percent 3-star chest plate, but then I got a flat attack chest plate with it, and actually counted as complete. So definitely make sure you do the super raids when you do that. Oh yeah, still need to get one potion. Just keep grinding. I think it was stage 11. Yep, stage 11. Mythical Tome from Hydra Clash chest. Nice, congrats. Code for Senna, because she's dwarf and she's awesome. She's amazing, yeah. You haven't got HP percent at any level. Oh boy. Maybe your account's cursed. Maybe your account's cursed, Daysuri, I'm sorry. Sometimes when bad RNG happens with those, just take a break and come back to it later. I noticed sometimes it works. This hurts. Don't die, Kyle. Okay, Virgis, Giga Chad, ally protecting us. It's awesome. GG. Come on, give me that superior potion, please. Just one, right? That's all I need. Give me one and I'm good. One other cool thing that I could already do like a day or two ago, which is one of the best things, is I can farm Spider stage 10 with food champs, right, already. I can do Spider 10 with food champs, and that's awesome, right? Because unless you can get to, I think unless you get to stage 20, you're better off just farming stage 10, just because it's still bugged, right? It has some sort of a bug in the code that gives, there's an extremely high chance you get 5-star instead of like 4-star, right? I think it's like 80% or something you get 5-star. Now it's not gonna be giving you epic legendary pieces of gear, but still, even if you get 5-star common or rare, it's still better than getting the, you know, 4-star, the lower ones. Maybe from 16, I guess there would be a reason it would work, because from 16 you stop getting bruise at least, and void shard, shards. No, yeah, sorry, bruise and mystery shards, yeah. Kill Spider's Tame is the real reason he's the best. Exactly, and that's why I said, that's why I mentioned, that's why I said he's the number one of the starters, right? Doesn't matter all the other arguments, just for the sake of that, because he has that extra turn meter boost on his AoE when he kills stuff, right? You kill 4 spiderlings, he gets turn meter boosted, he gets another turn. That's why he's the Giga Chat, right? This one. Fills the turn limit of this champion by 25% for each enemy killed. You kill 4 spider rings, you get another turn. With paired with the right masteries, pretty much every other turn he can do that AoE. That's why Kyle is the Giga Chad. One sec. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm getting hungry. Really need to go and look at this, but yeah, I'm gonna keep trucking along. I'm just gonna keep using my energy. Like I said, my goal right now is to get myself to level 45 so I can get Deacon. In the meantime, I'm gonna be pushing the progress missions. In the meantime, I'm gonna be farming food so that I have enough. Once I get Deacon, I can 6-star him instantly. That's my goal, right? Get Deacon, 6-star him instantly. Deacon, so that's what I'm trying. Deacon is gonna be my next 6-star, then it's gonna be to Hanorak. Unless it takes me so long to get Deacon to get to level 45 that I'm gonna go with the Hanorak first. It's gonna help me depending on the chickens, but ideally it has to be Deacon because he's the best overall, right? He's gonna push my count so much further. So I think that's the right choice. But let's see what's happening in the world of Twitch. Okay, I see we have a Final Kenpachi. So let's drop a raid to Final Kenpachi then, right? Let me just go to my channel thingy so I can drop the raid. Come on, give me superior in the meantime. Okay, so yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. I hope you had fun. It's been a fun stream. It's good to be back. It's really exciting, and I'm really thankful to everybody on Twitch and on YouTube that everybody's excited I'm back. It's really nice. It's a warm, fuzzy feeling, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. I guess I'll see you around. I will be streaming more often, maybe early streams, maybe late streams at night, who knows. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, take care everyone. See you in the next one. Bye bye.